What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
Just some hands that we have questions on or want to brag about or want to cry about. We'll start with Larry.
Yeah. Hello YouTube. Like and subscribe. So I was playing in a new club this weekend. So I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody's I don't have a backstory. I don't have any kind of player class on anybody. So this is a conventional multi-way live hand. So we've got this is a straddle. This $4 is really five. This is a straddle to five.
Mhm.
Limp the straddle. Limp the straddle. Fold. ISO to 15. I think his size is wrong. I would go to 25 to 30 with my entire range here.
Yeah, because then you should fold because then you could fold your sevens.
That is precisely it. He now is giving me a price to set mine.
Yeah,
But now, because of my implied odds here. But I would argue if I was as deep as he is here, I have the implied odds to set mine to 30.
Yeah.
He's got 600. I got 199. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, you've got 199, right?
Yeah, I got 200. So you're right. If he went to 30, I would fold this. I don't have the implied. I think at 30 they set
Right.
mine. I mean, 13 times, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm too delirious to do the math, but if I was at $600
Mhm.
along with him,
Yeah.
I think I can set mine to
Yep.
a 25 or 30. Or do you think that's wildly off base?
No, I don't think it's wildly off base, but there is an asterisk there, which is you're nowhere near closing the action. You don't expect to get a re-raise from the second position. The first position, you might, he might be a tricky limper. Probably not. Most people aren't. But you still have the two people behind you, and it's going to be hard to, unless they make it easy for you, to get all 600 in with when you're going to be out of position to everyone. So those are reasons you might fold to the even getting those odds, and that you might even fold these sevens here. I don't think it's a bad fold to fold sevens here.
I don't think it is either.
I
I
But
think
think
you have
as an
600
exploit,
to effective.
no, I'm at 200.
Yeah.
The effective stack essentially here is 200, which is mine.
Yeah.
I was just giving Dean. I was just giving a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Talking about if he ISO'd bigger, but we were deeper with him, if then we have a profitable set mine. Actually, an idea for Friday sessions would be set. I'm not clear about where our implied odds fall for set mining. And I mean, the old school was 13x, but other people now are making differing arguments. I wouldn't mind setting it up for like a Friday theme.
Okay.
Anyway, I decided I could set mine here. I don't know any of these people. I don't know if we've got some people here who are gonna take advantage of the situation with a wide range and do a big squeeze, but we didn't. Now I'd argue we are in a
That
dream
limp
spot.
fold is
This is
wild though.
That fold is crazy.
It's just way crazy.
It
Yeah.
is. This fold here, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So this is now wildly profitable. This makes the set mine wildly profitable.
Yes.
And
Like
now
who is there? Honestly, do you know the guy who just limp folded?
I don't know.
Like bugs me.
No, I don't know any of these players at this new place.
Oh yeah, the new place. That's
Yeah,
right.
I don't know any of these guys.
Invite him to our home game.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we get the dream flop. Now let's
Except this is a great flop, and you never are set over set, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But they all miss this flop, which is terrible. But
okay, that's a great point.
We
That
love
is oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Scott.
yeah. No, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, the only thing it doesn't miss is
Is there overpairs?
is there over here, and there's
And all their
they're not-
overpairs are gonna be that's the one thing. All their overpairs that aren't aces are going to be incentivized to bet. You know, they're gonna be afraid of another card coming off multi-way, so that's great.
Yeah, I think if you are going, I mean, this is a dream spot. Essentially, this is as good as it can get. The only thing that might be better is if there was an ace or a king. because then
Yeah.
they're going to. stack
Right.
up.
Now, there's one thing about the check here, which is, of course, the normal thing to do is to check. But look at where you are relative to the initial raiser.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm out of position.
But
There's 5 players and I'm out of position to the initial raiser.
if you
6
do
players.
if you do the crazy thing of bet, and he has the overpair that you hope, and anyone calls in between, that money gets trapped. If you check and he bets the way you want, and you check raise the way you expect to, you don't trap any money from the other 3 players. They all can fold everything. So that's just the one thing to look at in this crazy spot.
Okay, repeat that. I want to make sure I understand.
All right. So there are 2 ways that there are 3 ways you're going to play this, right? You're going to check raise, you're going to check call, or you're going to bet out. Those are the only options, right?
We'll call option 3 don't.
Right, donk, right. And and although you wouldn't even consider donking here normally, right? You just,
No, but recall our conversation last Friday when I talked about Peter staying in school and his donk ideas.
yeah.
And
So,
this would fit directly into that.
so the main person who's going to raise is player 7.
Correct.
And if you check raise player 7, then the only person who could get trapped for a bet is player 9. Player 2, player 3, and player 5 are can fold everything. If you check.
Yes. If I
right?
check raise.
If you bet out and they have something, they can call your bet. And if player 7 has what we want him to have and he raises, when you now re-raise, you give them, you get their dead money in. That's all.
That's a very good point. So that is the value of a check raise here, or donk here.
Of a donk here. And it's only because you have 3 players in between you and the person most likely to raise you.
And also metagame, right? None of these, I don't know them, but they don't know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
My donk just looks like what exactly it is,
Yeah.
a dumb guy donking.
Yeah. Like you have pocket 6s or pocket 8s or ace 7. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, they don't know my skill set.
Right.
Okay, so there, okay, check call, donk, check raise.
Yeah.
Now, what is my thinking here? My thinking here is that we are massively multi-way and I'm in love with my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one of the few times, one of the sliver of situations in which you guys will talk about how I want multi-way action.
Yes. You-
And I want multi-way action.
Yeah.
All right, so, and that's gonna go into what's gonna happen here. So I do choose not to dunk. I think dunking is fine. I like dunking here. This, in retrospect, metagame would have been a very good place to dunk.
Yeah. They all check and flow.
And this guy makes an very, very large bet. So let's first, we didn't talk about SPR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could argue I do not have as much of an incentive to dunk here because of SPR. We're at
Okay.
2 essentially.
Yeah, I could see more of a donk, deeper stack for sure.
Yeah, more of it. Yeah, when you need to get money in, but here we have less of that, and then he now has validated my choice. But now, well,
This is great. This is
gentlemen, what are you
great.
gonna do here? Let me ask you.
Call.
Mm-hmm. Just call.
Yeah, exactly. We do not need to check raise.
You want those other guys in too with their anything draws.
Our SPR is approaching 1. We do
Yep.
not, and we've got 3 streets. We do not
Exactly.
ever need to check raise here, I would argue. And I would
Yeah.
say this is a really important thing for me to see and to be reminded of, because it's just not as easy understanding your SPR multi-way in this situation with chips on the other side of a 9-handed table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important for me to take my time and understand what my SPR is here.
Yeah.
What sizing would you start check raising to? Like
Um,
25?
so what kind of SPR?
I mean, like his big bet size. I mean, would you just pure
Yeah.
call
More of
everything
it's
he
about,
bets? If he bet 10%, would you start check raising? Or if he bet 20%, or
well, let's go through a couple hypotheticals. So
he just throws up $20 instead.
I'm not, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not check raising this very often. I want multi-way action. This is a dream flop. We've got arguably 6 ways, probably 80% equity, which is ridiculous. I do not want to discourage action, and you guys know I'm pretty fucking nitty. And I think this is a dream spot, and we just want multi-way action. So to be honest with you, I don't see very many eventualities where I'm check raising. Simply
You should
because,
probably don't then.
before he bets, we're an SPR of 2. We've got 6 players in, and I'm dominating this flop.
Hmm.
Sure, we've got cards that can come and he can hit his 9 or whatever. I don't care. We just
Yep.
have so much. Yeah. So I don't see a check. Now there's lots of textures where I would check raise, but not this one.
Mhm.
So, and now it's just like a clear call. And then the hand isn't this interesting anymore because Scott decides everything for us. And I like my new club. Look what these guys have. Ace 5 getting weird. The weird thing is that I looked at this guy. Like, he bets his big bet. I take my time in Hollywood nervous. And part of that is looking at this guy and trying to figure out what he's gonna do, which makes sense anyway. And he's just like detached, like in La La Land. I thought he wasn't. I thought he was done with the hand.
Mhm.
And these other guys I didn't really see anything very interesting. And this guy was just like, I don't know, I think he had probably had a very bad night and didn't give a fuck anymore and was just ready to get low. And so he just stuck it in and we won
Yeah.
a big pot. All right. One more hand.
Okay.
All right.
And if you check raise there, that guy doesn't jam it on you, so nice call.
Yeah. I was really happy with that hand. That was my, no, you don't want to see one of those hands. Okay, this is it. All right, so this is Hero in Hell.
Oh, yes, you are.
Say it again.
I said, yes, you are.
So I'm deep now, right? So this is after that hand.
Mhm.
And so I've got a lot of money. Straddle's on, so we're playing, I guess this is like what? We're playing essentially 100 big blinds deep.
No, because the other people don't. You're 100 against player 8, but not against anybody else. Against
Yeah, that's a good
everybody else
point.
everybody else is 40. My God. Yeah, it's super. Oh, they're super short.
Yeah, true. So we get so this is a limp to, this is ignore the 4, this is straddle the 5. Over limp. Or limp, sorry. Over limp. And we've got ace king in middle
20,
position. What are you doing here?
28, and might as well go 30.
I like those sizes. I think those are good sizes. But so this is the way I looked at this. I said 3x plus an additional caller. So I went to 4x. But tell me how you got to 25, 28.
3x plus an additional caller, plus the other money in the pot,
Plus the straddle.
plus the straddle, plus the big blind, plus the small blind. That's 28.
All right.
And then, yeah, 28 is close enough to 30. Make it, round numbers are easier with red chips.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. I get
Um,
it. I like
oh,
it.
right. And you certainly don't mind everybody folding when you have ace king.
No,
That is a very good point.
out of position.
Well, you're in position to these guys,
Yeah, those guys, but
those
yeah,
guys most likely.
button will call.
Yeah.
And we are playing full ring. This is 9-handed rule.
Yeah.
So we can't overlimp. We've got, this is not exactly comfortable, but we've got to do it. And I like your sizing more than my sizing.
What's uncomfortable about it for you? What
Yeah,
That's a
do
good
you,
question. What's uncomfortable is not knowing any of these players, whereas previously I just was very comfortable knowing I
okay.
had essentially like I'll get up from a table 3 times a night, bring up my notepad, and I will take like a dossier on people.
Mhm.
I feel like I really knew the group I was playing with previously. I knew them well and I understood it was an
Do
ISO.
you, by the way, when you do your notes for that, do you do it as a description of like what the guy looks like, or do you get their names? Do you know their names?
Both. I would say most people I know their names, but some of them I don't.
I'm making it a point to know names.
I think knowing names helps, and
Yeah.
also, I mean, I think it's important, frankly, that we remember these aren't our friends, though.
Yeah.
We'll be very selective because it becomes harder to play against people.
Yeah.
We'll make them our friends, frankly. And yeah, I use name. I'm just looking at those now. I use names, and then I sometimes use physical descriptors, but mostly names.
Yeah.
Larry, would you say this hand's like top of your range though?
Yes, I would say this is top of my range.
So, like,
Yeah,
when
we're top 5% of hands.
Yeah, so you sit at a new table and even though you don't know anybody, you have a top of range hand. Should be
Yeah.
happy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it really says about my personality that I'm not happy. I'm not happy because of my position. I would be happy on button.
Too much ace king PTSD.
You should be happy. You should be happy.
Yeah.
This is a good moment in your life.
But this is a weak position.
Yeah, I know. Still a good moment.
All right, I think you're right. I think maybe I need to readjust that. So I'll go too small. I think I like your size more. I think 25 or 20 to 30 is the right size.
Yeah.
And then this is getting, so I don't know this guy. This is where it gets interesting.
Oh, that's not the same guy as before who had a lot of chips with queens.
No, this is a different guy. Different guy. This is a slick looking guy with slick looking glasses. And I did not know this before, but it was clear after the hand he was a reg.
Did you nickname him Slick in your notes?
To be honest, I have not made notes yet for this place, but I need to start. So let's talk about the sizing. This is not a sizing that we work with.
It's true.
This is so pot was at 40. He goes essentially a 40, 80. He goes a 3x pot squeeze size.
Yeah,
it's a That's big.
Huge, yeah.
This is approaching absurdity. Like,
but I mean, what sizing should you have done? Like, would it normalize to one? Like let's say you opened it at like 35. Yeah, it's still a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's so it's
Even if
30.
you
He's
opened it
done
at
the 4x.
40.
I mean, I think really that should be. I'm not the best on squeeze sizes. I think usually his squeeze size should be around a 2.5. I could be wrong.
Well, it's not it's not a squeeze.
You want to call it a 3-bet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-bet with dead money.
Okay, yeah. that's fair.
So, because
Yeah, I saw
imagine
it
what you do. Imagine the odds, because the only person he has to be concerned about giving odds to is you. Everyone else has no odds for anything. When he
Mhm.
raises you, if he raises you to 40, he's knocked everyone else out of the hand. So it's just you. And so against you, his normal size is going to be 60, right?
Yeah.
And if he
Then he
pushed
should
it up
probably
to
add
80
some for
because
the dead money, right?
yeah, if he wants to add for the dead money, he still is, to give you less odds, 80. So this is big.
Yeah, yeah. So what size would you use if you were him here?
Uh,
So we'd start at 3x, that's our base.
like
yeah,
80.
60,
70,
60,
80. I like
70,
80.
70, 60,
Uh,
70, 80 is fine.
So yeah, 60 is like standard if it's like 3x in position and then
So
4x
60
out of
plus the dead
position is what
money.
they
I think
say.
70. I think I
Yeah,
might go to 70, 70, 80,
So
somewhere in there.
70 makes
Do the
sense
dead
with
money if
dead
you want,
money.
I keep thinking.
Okay, so, but that's what we're dealing with here. So I frankly don't see call as an option here. I don't see call as an option against playing out of position with what would be an SPR of 250, about 2
Yeah.
if we call. Our options are to shove or to fold.
Shove is great.
That
And,
kind of sucks though with I think too, because like you're hoping for jacks or queens and like you're like ace king suited, you're like not great again. I mean, you're still tied, but it's like
No, they're free rolling
less
us.
equity against, like their range is like aces, kings, jacks, queens, ace king suited. Maybe
Yeah,
you know,
so let's talk about what we
you're
think this range
flipping
is real
or
quick.
chop or dominated.
I think it's gonna be a lot of like pocket pairs, but not like I don't think it's gonna be. I don't
Doesn't
think it's
feel like
aces,
ace
kings, or
queen.
queens. I feel like it's probably like a lot of jacks and
You think, yeah,
tens.
but do you think he's doing it with nines?
No.
Probably
No.
not.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Especially if your personal image type, Larry, is like a little
but-
bit tighter and they know it, in your early
they don't know
position,
me. They don't know me
raising-
yet.
Oh,
They
you
don't
just
know
sat
anything
down.
about me.
Give him at least half the jacks. I mean, half the tens. Give him at least.
You
Yeah.
still look like an OMC, right?
I do look like an OMC, that's true. I don't think you can give, this one isn't sophisticated enough to
But-
give.
Okay,
partial.
that's fine. This is great.
I don't-
And I'm
I
not
don't know what
confident he has
the-
ace queen suited. I want
Yeah,
to.
I don't even know about ace queen suited. Let's just give them that
Oh,
best case scenario
was-
or the
was-
worst case.
This is the worst
Was
case.
20? Was the ISO size the right amount? I'm not sure. Like
No,
on
no,
the
Huge
It
ISO.
was huge.
no, I mean the when you
his ISO.
opened it.
It was small.
My
The 20.
ISO size?
Yeah.
It
I
should
was
be
wondering.
bigger. It should be about 25. It should be 25 to 30.
Oh, okay. So it's because I'm wondering whether if you sized it low, maybe they saw weakness, but also I don't know the image of like I don't know how they perceive you and how you perceive them. So
40% equity
maybe
against that
put it
range. So that's
40%.
so that's a good fold.
No, with
Yeah,
no.
that's a good fold.
So there's zero bluffs. Not even 8.
So, oh, and I
five.
wanted to show you this. So a guy I work with sometimes named Peter, he has a clever little thing he likes to do here. So if you want to know some randomness to this,
Because if
you
you
add,
put
you
one
add
ace,
7 deuce suited, you add the 4 combos of 7 deuce suited. This essentially adds a certain level of randomness and it doesn't really change that much, but it shows you like if
Oh.
you want to give him some random combos.
like any two.
Yeah, this is a way to do it. And I
Okay,
think it's kind of clever.
okay. So let's do something realistic here. Let's give him the
Actually,
let's give him the ace five suited.
I just thought it was kind of smart actually,
Mhm.
because sometimes people would do that. But
Yeah, I think ace five suited is, I'd like to give him partial combos, but let's give him like, we see where we are.
Yeah.
We see where we are. We're,
Yeah, that's like, and this is like best case scenario, or if they like
Ye-
start just calling with jacks sometimes, we're like screwed.
I
Yeah,
think,
I
yeah,
think
I mean, a
ye-
solver would fold jacks here.
you might need 8 more combos to.
If he just flats behind with jacks a lot of the time and doesn't raise this big with it, then it's like even way worse.
This
Queens.
So I mean, so this is a weird situation, right? So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm new at this place. They're playing bigger than what I'm used to, right?
Mhm.
People are buying in. I mean, people bought in for 100 to 300 at the old place. This new place, they're buying in at max 500 on the
Okay.
grand table. Everybody's got big stacks. I'm not in my comfort zone here. And I've got 2 options against an unknown. I can fold or I can call against an outsize 3-bet, which is ridiculous in size. My end argument here against an unknown is that size dictates strength.
Okay.
hmm
And humans are linear. And and my argument is that this is a linear side, this is a linear range.
Okay.
And I would argue this range is tighter. I would argue this range now. I'm gonna pull out the bluffs,
if you put one ace,
and and I think it's
You guys have
frankly, I'd like
80%.
to pull out half of these.
Yeah.
I can pull out half of those for you.
Okay, sure.
Um,
But I think we know where we're going. Yeah, sure.
yeah,
Do it.
yeah, it's gonna be bad, but okay. Okay,
What I like about
I'll
this-
stop sharing so you can
You
share
do
that
that,
real quick. You wanna do
they
that?
would
but yeah, I'll
need-
share it real quick, just to
you
do it.
wouldn't.
if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
you would need to get them to fold like I mean, you would need like what 10% fold equity, but I don't know if they can fold that
The problem,
range.
the problem is most of the folds you get are gonna be are going, we don't know his range,
Yeah,
but if
it's
he has
all
folds
the
in his
hands
range,
that we have
they're the hands that we have
competing
dominated.
against,
The ace
yeah,
queen.
or yeah, dominated, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you can see this, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
queen nine,
We're
queen
gonna
nine.
reset all, and we are gonna go ace, king offsuit, and against a range of aces, kings, queens, and 50% jacks, along with all the ace, king, and ace, king suited. Start with that, and we get 40%. We now go a little bit more, make him wider, give him 50% of the tens, give him the ace five suited, and we get to this 42%. Give him the ace, give him another hand we dominate, the ace queen suited. This guy. And we make it all the way up to 45.
I don't think okay, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the math here because I've forgotten a lot of my tournament math. We have to think about what, so I don't think call is an option out of position here, frankly. And so our option then becomes shove. And then we're offering him odds.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to decide what our fold equity is here. Again, I keep on coming back, gents, I keep on coming back to the fact that I don't think we have fold equity against very much of his range against the
No.
low middle.
And if we have
Like,
fold
like
equity,
Scotty
it's
said,
the
we're
hand-
folding just as garbage,
the-
like his stuff we dominate.
yeah.
And I just don't, I mean, we don't dominate nothing that we're talking about, we dominate except ace queen.
Okay. Let's look at the idea of calling that we've thrown out there. Calling out.
Okay, I'm ready to I'm open to call.
Okay. So, you call and your SPR is going to be about 2, and you have to play fit or fold on the flop.
Yeah, we either hit our bingo or out.
Yeah. And
Need 2.51.
when you do it, it's not going to be hard to get, even though you're out of position, it's not going to be hard to get all the money in.
True.
You get like 40%. If you call, there's 40% pot odds, and when you jam, it's 45% pot odds.
Offering him 45.
So
Yeah.
that means if they have 20 combos, you gotta beat like essentially pretty much their whole like 18 combos.
I would downgrade, by the way, in reality though, let me actually go back to sharing for just a second.
Sure.
Here we go, replace current share. Okay, I got it. I would argue that this is actually slightly more realistic. Okay, so the ace queen is also going to stand in for, the dumbly played this. So we'll give him, so of his ace queen offsuit, not that it matters, we'll give him 15% of ace queen offsuit, just people playing, overvaluing that. But I say that these aces and kings, these 3 combos are half at this size. This is,
Mhm.
I don't believe that he chooses this big size with aces very often at all.
I don't.
I
I
think
can't
they do.
argue-
There was like the
Or
closest
position
hand,
raise.
the closest spot I've ever been in that's like this. The person had queens, but in this case they could also be jacks. Just because I remember opening like similar to this is like 1-3. I opened to like
And that makes all the difference.
20, and someone opened to like 80 or 90, and they had like it was really weird. I think they thought, I look like a kid, so they probably just trying to value like get as much value from me.
Also, queen loves not seeing a flop.
Yeah, Jack in here
Jack
sounds like
loves not seeing a flop. I'm not saying that's the right way to play it. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go back. So let me stop sharing. So you see that is that you now get with that range, which I think is more realistic.
Where were we? I missed the equity. I was. distracted.
It's
The
like
equity,
45,
the equity went
55.
to, no, the equity went to 40, 49, 50.
Oh, after, yeah.
So
okay.
once we get to a flip with what vote equity we have, I think we have a shove.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll end this up. So just some metagame.
Yeah.
So
Did you fold?
I'm not telling it. I'm holding it out.
Okay.
Just some,
Fold though,
I was
because
gonna say, I
Just-
don't think fold is
your
that bad.
table
I'm holding you guys in
punting a
suspense.
lot.
Yeah. Share your
Obviously,
screen
you
then.
had the ace five
Oh,
shove.
is that, oh,
Wait,
you guys wanna
Wait,
see my
what's
screen?
what's
Okay.
everyone's answer?
Oh,
So yeah, what do you guys, what's your answer, guys?
oh. I got it in the chat.
So your answer, I know your answer, Scotty, I think is shove.
Yep.
Cause we
Okay.
know that, that's, and I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's making it clear to the regs. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. This felt a little bit like what you have been talking about in your game, where I think you're newish in that game. And the regs, my impression is that you feel the regs are pushing you. Because you look old like me and they think that they can get faults. And so you said, fuck you. This is play money. Next time you're gonna do it, I'm gonna shove it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the impression that I got from your previous conversation?
It was slightly different. It wasn't that I was unknown and I'm old. It was since you are better than me, then that was the important thing.
Oh, I see.
You're better than me, and I'm going to simplify my decisions. And you are going to have to take the variance of my simplification as opposed to someone else. How fun is
Got it.
you to now decide to do this to me?
Got it. Cause you're like, this is fuck you money to me, but you're a pro and this might really affect your bankroll. So eat this.
Yeah. And also, yeah, it's like, it's not a huge mistake to jam the ace king. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And in the long-term game, it says, I don't know whether you're three betting me light or not, but I know that I give you a post-flop edge. That's the important thing. If you don't have a post-flop edge against me, I don't have to do this. But since I think you do, I'm going to play the simple game. And the simple game is ace king jams.
And also, let's not forget we're playing out of position, right?
Right. Yeah. It's just like,
So even if we were at equal skill sets, we know
Yeah.
that I've got a disadvantage out of position.
Right. Well, you're going to play this hand, I assume, like this. If you call and the flop is anything other than ace or a king, you're out of there.
Broadway gets interesting, right? Broadway draws
Broadway,
get interesting.
I don't think you're going to call your broadways. So if it comes queen jack, queen 10, jack 10, all those where you have two overs and a straight draw, you have to look at that and go, against some of his range, one of those two overs is out. Because he has, if he's wide, he's got his suited broadways that make two pair when you make one pair. I don't know which one it is. So you really don't have 10 outs.
What about like?
You really have 7 and you don't know which ones and you're not comfortable with them.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It could get interesting though, like on like a queen, jack, X, 2 clubs.
It could. Yep. And if you bet small, there's all that stuff.
You have stats
you
and
don't know.
overpairs against
What are you
you.
gonna
and
do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm just saying it's hard.
All right, well, let me ask you one question here.
Yes.
I did, you're right. I did make a presumption that the only right choices are fold, shove.
Mm-hmm.
But help me get to a place where calling is an argument here when we're playing out of position against this sizing.
30
Because
big.
I'm not quite there. And I kind of feel like Solver supports me on this.
Okay, let's say you only had the options of call and fold. This was a game where you were not allowed to raise.
Mm-hmm.
Calling is superior to folding.
Okay, all right. Well, okay.
I think it's punting in the long run.
What is funny?
If you're just calling only, never folding
So
against that, if we just saw that, like
I can't
losing.
get away from the sizing.
We're on the 40% side of the equity.
The sizing is just ridiculous.
And what I don't hate about it is like it shows that you have open folds early. You're at a table that is willing to punt post flop a ton, like that ace 5 we just saw. So it's like, you will still get tons of money. You don't have to like coin flip for a fucking stack right now.
I mean, I don't know if it matters, but so we've got to call into a current pot of 162. We've got to call 105, which is about 40% equity requirement.
Mhm.
We're playing out of position, which reduces our equity realization. All right, enough of, okay.
But
enough of
remember,
suspense.
against all those ranges, you did have the 40%,
But I was out of
The-
position.
but you're out of
It
position.
depends how polarized and linear you think the range is. Like I'm trying to think like if you think they're really linear, the range,
I think this is a linear
then
range.
it,
I
it
don't think
would
this,
be
I don't think this sizing possesses too many bluffs, but it's very player dependent, and that's the beauty of live poker and being able to understand humans.
Yeah.
Like-
Does he have king, queen suited here?
Yes, that we got, yeah, it's the dream.
And
Yes,
it's in a linear range, but does he have king, queen suited in this size bucket?
the-
Does he have ace, queen suited or ace, queen offsuit? Those are big,
big-
yeah.
big differences for you.
I know I'm taking a lot of time here, but I think let's just go down that level of thinking. That's where I think my head has to get in this situation if it happens again. The first question to ask yourself is, are we ahead or behind his range? And does he possess hands that we dominate?
Mhm.
I mean, on
Does he
average,
have
you get
king,
wanna
queen
play your
suited as a
stack off
perfect
and
example?
out.
Does he have ace, queen suited as another perfect example?
Yeah.
But
Because look at what happens if you do, look at what happens if you do this. Boom, boom, boom.
if like to me, I know. I mean, if you've been card dead for a while, it sucks to like have this hand and this happens. But like,
Well, that's just a matter
So-
of,
And what if he's way
Yeah,
tighter
but-
in this
but-
sizing?
sometimes I would just if I really have no reads and someone did this sizing,
How do I get, oh, let's reset.
I don't know if I could fold ace king off, but I don't think it's wrong. I think it's okay to fold ace king off, in certain like against certain people
At
or
best,
like against
at very
certain
best
reads.
case scenario, we're flipping, you know, and like that's the very,
Yeah, and you
or
might
like
be a
never actually have the, we'd never have our ahead.
so now,
But I would
we're
still
flipping,
gamble.
right? Once we give him the
We're-
king,
we're
queen
ahead.
suited,
We're ahead we're ahead even without these. Once you make the adjustment that his aces go to
are
50,
discounted.
and I discount his aces at this size. I really do.
You don't need
Like
over
raising those
you just
big
need like
to early
45%,
position
right?
opens. Thinking the early position open has something.
Yeah,
to
but I
call.
think I think 50% to simplify, but you're right.
There was already like 50 in the pot. Or like
Yeah,
30,
yeah.
40, like
You've got a
40 in
good
the
point.
pot. So probably like 40. You probably need like 45%.
I think that's fine.
Um,
I mean, pot odds max out at 50, but it's hard to get there. So 47, 45.
unless you have like reads,
But
you know,
this
like
isn't about pot odds. Actually. No.
Right. Let's move to the next step. Let me,
Okay, so you've gotten us ahead here. Once we
Yeah,
get,
I've gotten
yeah.
you ahead by giving him all the ace, queen and ace, queen suited, which is maybe not realistic. But the main thing that happens here that really affects your
And king queen suited.
53, your 53 there is these two. So we'll go to here and pull these out. But just taking these out there, and if these are reg, he's got to know something about it. But okay, let's do the ace five suited at 40%. There we go. There.
yeah, this would be
45,
this is the range I would
45,
I would
55.
jam.
And you get of your equity, of your 45% equity, if you call because you're out of position, we can almost say that you only collect 60% of the remaining equity because you have to hit the ace or the king on the flop, which is, this counted all 5 cards.
Yeah.
And if we jam his calling range,
I mean, that means they would fold like you have enough fold equity. I mean, if they're
And
gonna fold the ace five suited and king. Maybe I mean you kind of want them to call king queen suited,
yeah,
but
they're going to fold the hands you
but
dominate. That's the problem.
If this is range, then this is like
Yeah, if we
spec.
jam,
It's
Shove
jammed
folds
for
the
sure
hands he
jammed.
dominates. The shove folds is king considered unless he's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tens and jacks probably too,
Yep.
most likely.
But having said all that, before we go to the next step, Dean and Daniel, type in the chat what you do here after the whole conversation. I haven't changed my mind.
After I like the fold,
Okay.
Uh,
So,
because the things I
so
said too, because the equity that we just saw, like at best we're flipping. At the very best case, then we didn't even look at like worse if they're never doing this with jacks or
yeah,
queens.
and it just get worse. Yep.
Only
Okay.
So my read, just the metagame, I'll finish up here. My read with metagame, my way to do that is to ask him just he at this place that people like to cup their hands over their stacks to hide,
Right.
which is what they do here. It's fucking freaky. And so I said, I don't say, sir, can I see your stack? I did kind of a visual hand movement. Please let me see your hand, your stack. And he moved, and then he openly told him what he had. He's like, yeah, I started with 500. And then I said, oh, the blacks are 100. So yeah, blacks are 100. Very, very comfortable. Very comfortable. No discomfort. Very open. And so I folded.
Okay.
And now here's the interesting part. I folded and then I kind of sulk, which I will sometimes do when I feel like I'm being exploited. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw him talk to his neighbor and flip over his cards and then throw them in the muck. And I asked him, he showed? And he said, yeah, aces could fold.
Okay. I was wrong.
No, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong.
Wow.
Let's not, I'm being serious and I'm being pretty emphatic here.
Mm.
Let's not ascribe a
You're right.
single hand to what is a good understanding of ranges here. That's
Right.
that's an error.
That's truth. Yeah.
Let's not that the ranging is the correct thing to do here, and that's what we did. This really is just a fucking part of it. This is just a story. It
Mhm.
doesn't really
Yeah.
matter to what was an appropriate way to range the situation.
and Scotty, like if we would have seen this hand first before that last hand, I would have wanted to jam two more. But you know, like these people are a lot worse post flop than us, so we're going to realize tons of equity playing against them post flop over the time. Then we don't have to take coin flips for money, you know.
Okay. That works.
Yeah. All right, guys.
mean,
I appreciate the time on this one. I'm handing it back.
but yeah,
Anybody
what you
else
do
got-
here is you reach over and then look at the flop. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Here we go. Anybody else got a hand? In that case, I will stick something out there. Give me 1 second so I can hide the evil word and like that. Here we go. So there. Let's clear filters. Hands to review.
Did you get that word thing to put over it?
No, I didn't bother because mine I don't need to.
It might not be available for Apple.
Oh, there are something that you can float. You know, there's some app
okay.
that has floating things. I just don't need to because on the Apple, I can also do this like this, and I'm almost done like that. And there, we're ready. Now and let us not.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go because I'm gonna get, if I don't go now, I'm gonna get pulled into this hand. I'm gonna be late.
Okay, bye.
Tomorrow, same time, Bat Channel, Bat Place,
Yep,
Bat
everything
Station.
same tomorrow.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
I
Right.
see.
All right. Let's see if we're involved in this hand or not, and what happens. So there's a raise. So the question is, pocket fours, are we going to set mine against a raise this early with this many people behind? I would say no. This seems like a good fold. I do fold, so this is their hands. Let's see what, so this is just for how they play. So he has pocket nines, runs into aces. This is how this guy plays aces. Oh,
Don't-
this is here to say fuck you to Nuffle, I guess. So
yeah.
he raises the nines raise him on the queen high flop. So
Dang, I
he's
have
not playing
9.9.
Nuffle. He's just deciding that this is never a queen. So it's got to be a 7 and a 5. And I beat that. Just calls. Another queen. Check. He bets. Call.
Ace is happy.
The hearts come in.
The 4.
And the only reason I showed this was to say that Nuffle doesn't always apply. All right. Next hand, this one is going to be yours, Daniel. Let's see what happens with this hand. All right.
Yeah, trying not to look.
Okay. No, it's okay. I'm gonna turn that off because it was the same hand. So now it's gonna be. Come on, hands. Are you? Why do I not have? Oh, I have to hit one more thing on the configurations. Just give me a second.
I think.
Because it's showing the same hand over and over again.
Okay.
Because I have this filter on. Filter add, sorry. Filter, add new expression filter. Filter on active player. Okay. And let's see if that affects this sequence. I think it doesn't. I think I have to redo this sequence anyway. All right. One more second. Stop share. Back to here. Close this window. That window's closed. Go back to the hands that we said we were going to look at, which are these here. These are the ones we have not seen. Replay. Move over. Make big. Share screen. There we go. All right, we just did the 4-4. So here's the next hand. If I'm not in it, we'll play it as somebody else.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, limps. ISOs. So, okay, here's a good one. We'll start with this. What do you want to do, Daniel?
Doing the hijack. I would.
You're in the big blind.
I
You're in the big blind with ace-9. There was a
and
limp,
there was a
ISO, and a call of the ISO.
probably just. I mean, if I was thinking the ranges, I would probably just fold. But I get because you could technically like it's
It's a
3-bet, but the person to your right is too short.
Yeah, it's a great fold.
Yeah,
Right.
but I this is like a stop fold.
Yeah. So we folded. And now let's see what these guys do.
Hmm.
What a limp! Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is like why I'm scared of limpers sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He limped and
what
didn't limp re-raise. That's the interesting thing. He limped
what I would.
and didn't back raise it.
Oh, yeah,
That was
I
his whole
didn't think
reason
about
for limping, wasn't it? Isn't this why he
I
limped in the first place?
some people do like where they just want as many people in the pot as possible if they're like really like you know
That's what he went for.
new player, but I would check um I would just check honestly I would check everything or do that. That's actually I would probably I like that, but I would just check just because you're blocking everything.
Here comes runner twos.
I
And
hope.
also
Yeah.
I'd probably make it like I'd probably make it like 2-3 big blinds, but I would do something to induce a bluff. But I would
check it. You know why? You want to look at the order. Who's most likely to stab at this?
the small blind or no I was
The
gonna say
initial
big
raise?
blind, but then yeah, that makes sense. They would have
And-
the strongest range,
Right.
yeah.
And
So
so
yeah,
I want this guy in the sandwich before I raise.
I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I would check to the pre-flop aggressor.
Yeah.
And if I was pre-flop aggressor, I would probably like I don't know. I don't know what I would think about this. I could see myself raising if I was 391.
Yeah, you could bet. You could bet out to bet out. You have a queen of
Yeah,
spades.
just like a small like raise, just because one big blind. I'd probably make it like 5.
Are you
But yeah,
talking about raising the one big blind here?
yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that.
Because I'm just like, it just feels usually it's really weak, like if someone's doing this, but limper and then donks is kind of sketchy. But at this point, I would just call one time, yeah. Here
just
or
fold it.
not two twos. I would have folded flop.
Yeah, he's just saying he's saying one big blind is the same as a check.
Yeah,
I wouldn't fold to a check.
no, yeah, reverse implied. Oh, this is just not
Oh, yeah,
not
that's terrible.
worth it.
And then and then he
Um,
checks.
yeah, this guy should have.
Guy managed to win
The men,
with
I
a nut
would.
like
flush.
legit the men.
Yeah,
I mean, you could like.
yeah.
I mean, I get it. There's like
20.
full houses, but you could at least like bet. Look like you're trying to steal the pot and just bet pot, or like bet like and then fold. I wouldn't fold to a raise. I don't think, unless it was maybe fold. No,
Well,
depends what the stakes are.
you
That's
guys see why
crazy.
you guys see why I marked it because
Mm-hmm.
That
seeing how other
is
people play. All right, here we go.
that is wild.
All right, this is going to be Dean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then.
No, this is
Yeah, raising. Yeah.
he posts.
Oh, as a post?
Yeah.
Yeah, still raising.
Yep. To what size?
Like 4.5.
Yep, exactly because of the extra dead money. Okay, we get a call. We get a call out of position, and we're out of position.
Check.
He checks behind.
Mm. Can we go for a little bit of value, or we still check? Maybe just turn this into a one street hand.
So if you assume that this is a one street hand, where do you want to get the street? On the turn or on the river? On this
Yeah,
board?
that's true. Probably the turn here.
I'm going to claim that in psychology, I don't know if solvers do this, but against humans, that if it's a one street hand, get it on the river. And the
Mhm.
reason is this, it's not just that the river gives one more card for him to get a crying call from. It's that when you bet now and he has the 7, he knows that he may have to face 2 streets. So he can call your 4, but if you blast it, he has to fold. So he may not do it. But on the river, he's only got to call your 4. So this is
Yeah,
that
for-
weird case where, and the board is so dry.
And it makes it look like you have less ace two if you check twice, right?
You look even weaker, but mainly there's no strength. Your bet has no strength. Great. He bet. Wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah, call. Easy.
I'm not happy, but still.
Yep.
Check.
Check. And check behind.
What?
What?
That is wild.
What?
Oh my
The
No.
fuck
gosh.
That happened to me at
happened?
World Series of Poker too. The guy had 7 jacks, and he's like, I thought he had a straight, and it was like almost the same kind of board, a jack instead of king.
Did he time out? Did his computer break? What?
This
happened?
this
Click
has
or
happened
something.
to me where I bluff and they just called my bluff with like a hand like this, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I love that.
Unbelievable. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Carlo. If you would like, this is going to be your hand, Carlo. All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hello, Carlo.
everyone.
Let's start with this. What would you like to do with 10-6 suited here?
Fold.
Good. Good idea. Let's fold it. All right, now let's see what these guys actually have and see how they play it. He raises an ace king. He calls with a 9-9. He calls with a jack-jack.
Hmm.
All right. Who outplays whom? Oh, what would you like to do with your ace king as the original raiser on this board? Carlo. You have ace king suited here. What would you like to do?
I'm looking because it's UTG EP.
Yep.
Freeway, I would have checked.
Yep, I agree. Now you got 9-9. What would you like to do?
Raise. Nah, yeah. Raise. Raise. But yes, yeah, probably raise, but I think what is the hijack? No, button cut of hijack. That's the hijack is almost calling with pairs, and maybe I would just check
Okay,
another
Oh,
time.
no, I'm raising.
No?
right. And just a reminder,
No.
Louis, is that just for the terminology, you're betting, you're not raising because there's no one who's bet before. And the only reason
Oh,
I
yeah,
say
yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's not to be pedantic, it's because we do a different thing with our raises. So just to clarify that for language. So you're gonna bet the nines. He decides to check. And now, Carlo, you're here with the jacks. What would you like to do?
With the jacks, I would definitely bet.
Good. What size would you like to bet?
Three-way
Mm.
pot, 1/3.
I love it.
Okay.
I love the 1/3. He goes for 2/3.
When is better for us to go there? You smoke this.
There we go. I'm just gonna mute Louis for now because he's having a conversation and then bring him back in. Okay. Ace king suited, what would you like to do to this bet?
Heads up, I would call. Three-ways pot, I would fold.
Good. I like to fold. They both fold. I have no idea why this hand is marked. All right. Louis, if you would like to unmute, this next hand is going to be yours. We have ace king. What would you like to do? It's you, Louis.
Bet.
Bet. Yeah. And this technically, yeah, you're opening. It's technically raised. So you open to 2.5. You get one call. You get two calls. Flop is this. What would you like to do after he checks to you?
Went to a C bet.
Okay, C bet, what size?
How much is the pot? Okay, yeah. Maybe 3.5.
Okay. 3.5, 3, anything like that. I know me, I'm gonna check here because it was me. I don't think
Okay.
the C bet is terrible here at all. Let's see if we can get an answer from our new friend Prometheus. Let's see if in this configuration, which is gonna be the closest thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna do low jack, button, and big blind. Low jack raises, button calls, big blind. Flop is 8-4 of hearts, 10 of clubs. 8-4 of hearts, 10 of clubs. There we go. First guy basically checks range with this weird 6-4 there. So he checks. Ace king does a little bit of betting, not a lot. And you need a heart to do it. And you have a heart. It does it with the king of hearts more than the ace of hearts. I don't know why. It's because the ace of hearts blocks them from having the most common heart draws they have, which are all ace high heart draws. And I guess if he has a heart draw, he will call you twice, but then fold on the river when he doesn't get there. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But you need a heart to do it. We got that. And you got one. So you did it, I didn't. And it checks around. Now there's a 3. He checks.
I guess I'm gonna bet again.
Okay, so this time you come in with a bet. I think that's a fine thing to bet now. You have the best hand here a lot of the time, but you are denying equity to all their cards. So there's a value in this bet. I go for that size. I don't know if it's the right size or not. Get raised. And what would you like to do after getting raised?
I think I'm a fold.
Me too. I bet I folded to the 2 pair. Oh no, I didn't. I'm playing
No.
dumb. I decided that you don't have any cards that make sense that you checked, but that you checked on the flop and now we're raising. This makes no sense, except for that pair. That makes total sense. He bets tiny.
Oh man.
Oh, he bets tiny because he's fucked.
Yeah,
Can we now properly realize that he's fucked? That he didn't do this with an 8?
yeah.
No, I just did that. The worst thing. in
I
the
think
world.
I think call is fine.
Ugh, yeah. I mean, it
Oh.
can't be that bad because it's 3 big blinds, but
Yeah. You get an 11-1.
right. But what does make sense here, let's say I open
maybe
ace 8
raise.
suited. I open ace 8 suited, which I can do. I check this there, that's fine. Now I decide I'm safe and I bet. When he raises, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna, that could be hearts, and so I call with the 8. And now his 10-3, his, you know, all of his tens that did this are in hell because he doesn't do this with an 8. He's not gonna raise an 8 here,
Right.
except for 10-8, of course. Yeah.
Weird,
So
it's
if I can
weird.
surmise that, can I raise this? I didn't.
Yeah, I guess like 8 would bet. Because you're still like, I mean, I could still expect you to call with ace X, you know? So like I would bet,
Which
and
side
but Bud could still bet like pretty big
Daniel, when you say that, which are you? Are you, is I the,
because you're under the gun,
button
right? Or
or
plus
the-
one.
is your I the button or is your I the me? Which I? Are
Like
you four suited?
if I'm the button, I would still like with this line, I could expect under the gun to call with like ace king, ace queen,
Yeah,
or
yeah, you can bet that. Yeah. And he
but
bets small to get it.
yeah,
I mean, it's a great bet
it, it's,
against my exact hand. If I don't figure it out, it's a great bet.
well, not that tiny, but yeah, I would still
No,
like expect the.
am I calling 10? I'm not calling a third.
It's just because you might just get check raises. What I'm
Right, that's the
like,
thing.
oh, he only has 23. Okay.
Yeah, that is that
This
too.
is okay.
All right.
Yeah, check raising would be because there's no almost okay.
Right. And yep, just the surprising call of 4-3 suited on the button that he did in the first place. Okay, up next
Fitness
is
of values.
gonna be Daniel. All right, let me see what you got, Daniel. Don't look. You've got,
Okay,
okay,
I
you're
will
gonna look.
try.
You're gonna look because,
Oh, okay,
okay, here we go.
which one?
Yeah, so just go around, just play everybody's hand.
Okay, fold, or yeah, fold, an open cutoff. Yeah, 2 big blinds is fine. You could 3-bet call or fold. I don't mind 3-betting this.
I like the 3-bet best.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, 7.5 is
Mhm.
great. Actually, that's the exact sizing.
Yeah,
And then
7. I think GTO Wizard does this as a 7, but 7.5 is
Yeah.
completely fine. All right.
yeah, fold. Yeah, fold.
Hi, Joey.
Yeah, this is,
Okay.
and then call. Ace Jack is like I think that's the worst Ace Jack. You could call with. So I don't mind calling since they have a 200 big blind. I could see them like just doing this to push
Yeah.
me around. So,
So the question is though, does Ace Jack have any, in this position, is Ace Jack raise or fold? When it's
Oof.
versus late, it might have calls. I don't know. I bet Ace
It
10
might be.
call or fold. So let's just learn that.
Ace Jack, yeah. Ace Jack could be a 4-bet or a fold.
And we're gonna learn it on the exact sizing here. We're gonna learn it in the 2 big blinds. Okay, so you raise Ace Jack for 2. You get 3-bet to 7.5, same thing as 7.
Yeah, it's better to raise with a rake, I think, is the reason.
So yeah, so here's the thing to observe. This was the thing to note is that you don't have calls in the offsuit region.
I think unless it's like NL 500 maybe, then you could call a little more. But
Let's see, do I have an NL 500 rake on this? I do. And the answer is
oh, it actually now it's just folds it.
Tiny bit of these. But I think but given this motion, I think this is the better thing to note is just don't call any offsuit stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And at NL 500, you don't even consider the jack. because being dominated is so much worse. at
Yeah,
every-
honestly, king queen off, especially it's just I've lost a lot with king queen off. That one I
Yeah.
learned pretty quickly not to call in those spots.
Okay,
And then
so this guy, but I'm sure this guy calls, right? Yep, he calls.
check, and then ace four. I mean, it's a pretty good flop for us. We at least have backdoors,
Hmm.
and or one backdoor, I think. And then I could like bet. You could wait, we three bet. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
bet like 6, 7.
6, 7, 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah, five.
He
Yeah,
goes
5,
five.
6,
Happy.
7. Yeah.
He's
Yes.
up to good.
I don't know about calling here. I would probably. I'm okay folding with ace jack.
Yep.
And I would check. I would check again and ace four. Hey, we saw this. I've seen this flop before. On that board, it was. Yeah, this is the same run. I was studying this board after that day, but it was a half pot sizing.
Yeah.
It was a C bet, which is I said I was gonna check it. But I remember I was I have that I put in my GTO solver. But I said I was gonna check because if I was betting the king, which I'm gonna have a lot in my range, I wouldn't want to bet too much. But kings was like just pure value. I think in position was just pure value betting the hand.
King 8-7, club spade diamond. King 8-7. Check.
Check
And when you
what-
get here with ace four, you just bet range.
Yeah.
You just bet range on this board. And he does. And his sizing is perfect. We love his size. And
And
the ace jack
Oh,
is a bad call because you
Oh,
only can do it.
this-
You can only do it if you have a back door.
suited ones, yeah.
Yeah, so his, so his this ace jack becomes the equivalent of the offsuit one. So he needs to fold, which it doesn't surprise us, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I would.
And then on the
I would-
repeat king, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
On the repeat king,
That's funny because I went ahead. I solved
What?
this flop because I remember I was the one answering
it
this
up?
and I was really confused.
Yeah.
Um,
so this one, you can continue with the king of suit. Interestingly, that's where the
Oh.
scores break down. So the
okay,
ace
this
four
is what
spades
checks.
has to go for a check, but let's see if he does. Nope, he continues to bet.
Yeah, here. I mean, I think I would after. Yeah, this one I would fold the ace four. I just don't know. Yeah.
Or you have to fold ace four now. Oh no, my God,
Yeah.
we have seen this one. This was two people playing crazy against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, like, I was so surprised by the whole thing, and I was like, I remember I was like, I'm gonna solve this because I was also
Right, we saw that one before.
because I was wondering maybe I've been playing too much heads up, but it was like I feel like in position would check here with the king, but no, it was just pure value betting in position, and then but I did find out there is very little check raise on the turn. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe in position. I don't know. I don't know how
Here's
well.
what here's the range that he does check raise. So his bet size was going back. He goes 5. He goes
Like
more
than
so about
like more than-
67%. Okay.
yeah.
So he goes for the B14 size. And the raises
Yeah.
come from your best kings raise and your straight draw raises as a bluff. Your sets can raise, your straight draw raises as a bluff. So this is really straightforward. you could not be more polar in your raises.
Yeah, I've thought about this more. I was thinking like in position probably thought the check raise was very like makes kind of no sense because I wouldn't find these raises at all. Like if I had a king, I don't think I would ever raise for the king here out of position just because
You risk a lot of check rivers.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I'd rather just yeah, that's true. But I could even just see calling and then donking
Okay.
like making it look weak, but
Well, that's what, well, when you
I-
do it, let's see, when you have these
yeah.
kings and you just call
but
and we give and we get a traditional blank on the river.
but these guys,
He
I
doesn't
want to
donk
know.
kings. He doesn't.
Yeah. Oh no, I wasn't. I didn't mean like as an actual like I would. That's what I would do, but I know that I know Solvers doesn't really.
Okay.
It's
right.
a docking river. I think like a flush has to complete or something, or like maybe a straight has to complete to dunk river. Personal
right.
solving, but
All right, Dean, we're gonna have you play out of position. You've got the 6-9 suited, which you would have called here. Right.
Definitely.
Yep, so that's good. Good call. Right. Ooh, this is gonna be a good hard one to play.
Check call. No, don't
Right.
do that.
But he just donks. Yep.
Nuffle call.
Yep. Nuffle call. Good. So this guy's got nuffle. Nuffle call. 8.
You got some equity too. We're
He
just gonna do this because
All right.
we're fun players like that.
Right. So Nuffle says what to do here.
Raise with bluffs and
Air.
and
Yep.
air. This is a
Good.
good bluff. We got
So we're gonna
Bluff.
raise to what size?
12.
The Nuffle raise is the pot plus his bet. Nuffle is a big raise.
Oh,
So
yeah.
16 and a half.
Nope, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
But we hit.
We get there. He checks. He bets.
Yeah, I guess we bet.
Oh, we should just
Would you have bet? I would just check and take in the pot, but we do this, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you
And
have bet your jack here at the end if he checked?
with the ace of clubs, sure. Yeah. With the ace of clubs, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good pin value.
And he even gets the call.
Mm-hmm.
Even gets called. All right. Carlo. Here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
so
Let's hide hands. Is this the same ace king? No, this is a different one. Okay. What would you like to do, Carlo?
Free bet?
Good idea. What size?
Mm. 9 to 12, maybe.
Good. Yeah. Standard is going to be 9. But 12 is not egregious. We go 9. We get the non-GTO approved cold call in the big blind. There is no calling range here in GTO world from the big blind, and I think that that's good play. You have no cards, no hands you call. If your hand is not good enough to 3-bet, it's not good enough to play out of position against 2 players, which is what you're inviting. Here we go. He makes that mistake, which leads villain 207 to make that mistake. And that's what you get. What would you like to do?
Ooh. Gutter, but freeway. And the calling range is mostly king queens and queen jacks and pairs. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not sure to bet or to check.
Me either.
But I'm in position.
You're in position.
I would bet here a third and maybe check turn if I don't improve.
Okay. So if this were queen 9-3 with the 9 of clubs here, I would never bet. The reason I'm considering betting here is I do have, this is a totally legitimate draw. A 10, a non-club 10 is the nuts. An ace or a king is probably good. those are the reasons I would bet. Problem is that any club, the ace of clubs, king of clubs, and 10 of clubs are all terrible for me. But I bet it on its drawness. You get a call and a fold. That's the worst good card for you. He checks.
I would check too.
All right. And just give a free card to the clubs that are out there. Okay,
Okay.
I did. Now, if he checks, your play is easy.
Not for me.
Jam.
I'm a beginner.
Oh, I'm checking behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, with 2 pairs.
With 2 pair. I'm checking
Yeah.
behind.
Well, four to a
I'm
straight
not checking
though.
behind. I'm not checking behind.
I also maybe I would make a mistake, but I would go for thin value.
Wow, yeah,
Oh,
10
nice.
without the clubs. You think that's why he didn't
Yes.
he didn't lead?
Yep.
Uh,
And when I check check here, I just gave it to him. Not to say that he would have folded his 10s here. If he's going to call a 10 here, I don't think he's going to fold it now.
I think you should be less scared with the since it's the ace of clubs, but because you could be betting ace queen ace jack.
Yeah.
And the ace of clubs makes it less likely to have a flush, but
I didn't get raised, so
yeah,
if you never bet thin for value and get called and lose, you're not
that's
betting
true.
thin enough for value. You're supposed to lose on this line sometimes, and I guess
Yeah.
maybe that was the time I should. Don't know, can't solve it.
Sometimes you just gotta, value on yourself.
Yeah, and we see that what the hand that he called with was pocket 10s. That's what he called a raise and re-raise with.
It's like almost like the implied odds aren't there since he didn't get more out of it when he hit the river.
Yes, yes. That kind of violates his implied odds. Louis, if you would like a hand, this is going to be yours. There you go.
No, I'm just listening. I'm in line there at the airport.
Oh, okay.
Get ready to board. So
All
I
right.
just want to listen to you guys.
You got it, Louis. All right. Have a good
Okay,
flight.
thanks.
Till your flight takes off. All right.
Yeah, I'm coming from the EPT and I ran deep 15.
Gotcha. Oh, congratulations.
All right.
Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice one, Louis.
Bringing
Thank
those
you.
tournament results to the cash group.
Love
You
it.
don't see me bragging that I came in 6th in the poker coaching free roll yesterday. No, because this is a cash
okay.
group. I would never say that.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Congratulations. Good job. All right. I beat Jonathan Little. He came in 22nd. I feel good.
Ooh.
This is my
Oh
one
man,
good day. Yeah, my
that
good
was
day of the
good.
month.
I
All
got
right.
6th in my 6 max cash.
All right. There you go. All right. So we're on to so we're gonna skip Louis. Okay, we're gonna go back to I'll do this one. Against this raise, I am gonna fold here, and then it gets called in the big blind. Let's see why this hand is interesting. Okay. Deuces. This is a bit early to raise the deuces, but this ace queen against this early position raise is fine to not 3-bet this. This is totally GTO.
Okay.
Just to remind you of
Graham.
the range. Here we go. I'm going to mute Louis because Louis is at the airport. If you want to say anything, Louis, just unmute yourself. Here we go. And so in the 3 big blind world, here is our 3 big blind world. He's actually earlier than this. But the big blind ace queen offsuit is a perfectly fine call. And in the 2.5 big blind world where we can get him as early as he really is, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's low jack -1. Here, the big blind ace queen loves it, loves the check. Okay,
Oh,
so good play by him. All right, how broke should these both go? I think the ace queen maybe gets to go broke here. Maybe doesn't get it. Let's see. He checks. He bets big. Surprising on with that, but with a queen, perfectly good check raise. He just check calls. Now he can't raise, so this is good. Check, continue to bet. It's gonna be hard to get it all in against even a queen now. So just bet anywhere from 10 to 25. He stays small, really trying to get called. Queen calls him, the river's to 10. Check, bets 35 and gets the fold there. So I would say of the deuces on the turn that he's too concerned that the flop says that when he goes big on the flop and gets called, he's filtered the guy down to some good hands. He can bet bigger on the turn. That's what I think.
Yeah, especially the flush draw.
Yeah.
And the straight
Exactly.
draws.
Yeah, he can bet bigger on the turn. And then on the river, sure, he's trying to sort of recapture it. There are
No, I
lots
think
of
that
pairs for this guy to have to call to this size, so.
yeah, I think there I think there might be I don't know, I'm not I don't know my overbets well, but it does seem like overbet would be fine here, yeah.
Right, let's play it out. Let's take a look. All right. We're gonna be peak, we're gonna be the 7 max, the 8 max,
As
right?
just because
Now, the problem is that we don't have any opens with deuces here. That's our problem. So a hand is good. So I guess it's gonna be, I guess we'll just have to take the a different set. Okay, so we raise big blind with his ace queen, calls perfectly fine. Flop comes. Deuce 8 queen, we're gonna have pocket eights. It's the only hand that makes sense. Deuce 8 queen rainbow, and it's heart diamond spade. There we go. He checks range, which is a perfectly fine way to play. Our pocket eights bet. They do like
70%.
to bet bigger. They do like the 4.6. The whole board is betting the bigger size. So that's something to notice, and I didn't realize that. This is just this board is a big board.
This is actually I think it's pretty unusual for under the gun versus big blind, but yeah, that's this is
Yeah.
You just checking through. Okay.
Ace queen, not check raising.
Okay. Interesting.
Big surprise to me that there's no, these guys are both.
Guess the kings and aces, I guess. It's still careful with.
Let's see. Oh, you mean what the check raises were?
No,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. Like why it's not check raising that much.
Let's take a look.
I was thinking maybe like just like a thought. Like I was just thinking maybe like it's careful against aces and kings.
It's careful against aces. Yeah, it's careful against all of that. But it does have the check raises, and this is weird because if you look at this, this is how it does it. Bluff, 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 right? All this bluffing. What's the value to balance it? The deuces.
Oh yeah. I was trying to look for the value.
Yeah, where's the value? There's the value in your face. It's like middle value things, total draws. And then there it is. You want it, this is ultra mega polar because this would just be polar. This is ultra mega polar. All right. With the 10-8 as a bluff. These are 5-out bluffs is how we should think of these. And you'll notice that they all have a backdoor straight draw with their other card. Because the ace-8 doesn't.
Oh yeah.
That is really something. I mean, that counts. The fact that you can have that you can go runner straight off all these hands makes a big difference. And then legitimate straight draws here. Queen too good, but a little bit of it, there's a little smattering of these, but it's that. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't like
When
the.
he does that and we call the ace queen correctly and we get the king of hearts, it was, I believe. Oh, king of diamonds. Let's change that.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
It's essentially the same, but let's do it. So we check range again, which he did. Now, what size do our eights want to go here? They want to go 9.4. So yeah, so the small bet is,
60 to
so we're right. When we filter his range, the small bet, the small bet just goes away. You know, almost none of it.
Yeah.
It's all this 10. And you wanted to know about overbets. Doesn't really have overbets, but the hands that get to do the bigger bets and the overbet size. Set, bluff, 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 two pair, set, set, two pair, heart bluffs.
Such a tight range.
Oh,
It's
oh,
like,
weird. Oh, not just heart bluffs. Heart bluffs and complete air bluffs. Ace four of clubs, complete air bluff. But it's not done much.
oh, then that's why I didn't want to call with the ace 8.
Yeah.
For big blind as much. So you
There we
could
go.
let them bluff their aces.
All right. So when he does this, when he does the bigger bet, which he should do, ace queen is still a call. Yep, just calling down. Okay. Ace queen's a call. And on the river, figures it out. He decides that all the draws get there that the guy had. Like that. All right. Dean.
Yeah.
There we go. And it's not going to be me.
Nope.
All right. You're going to be villain 121. You're going to play out of position. You have ace 8.
Mm. We opened and they just flatted. I just totally missed it.
Yep. We opened and they flatted.
Oh.
They should have just folded.
Mm-hmm.
And although they had the best hand and they have the best hand now, they should have folded.
Mm-hmm. You'd like to check when it's kind of like you guys are close like that, I think. I just check.
Yep. There is an interesting rule of thumb, which is the closer you are
Mhm.
physically to the person, the more often you check out of position.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I got from the tournament land. I don't know if if it holds true in cash, and I don't know if it's actually true. It's a weird thing.
Yeah,
But
I got that from Affleck tournament too.
yeah. All right. There we go.
Because
Check.
our range is there, even though they're capped, they still have like a really tight range, you know?
So it went check, check, surprisingly.
Oh, it check, weird.
Yeah.
Check it. Oh,
I know. How weird, huh?
I'd still check though.
Yeah, me too. He checks.
He'll probably check. If he didn't bet the flop, yeah, I don't know why he'd start betting this.
Right, exactly.
Oh, everybody wins.
Right.
I just jam all in for fun. Just
Except
sometimes
don't
people
do that.
fold. It's the non-zero
I-
chance they fold.
I would just check because of the rake.
Right. If there's a rake.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
rake,
yeah,
don't.
yeah. I'm
If it's a
thinking
drop,
tournament
go ahead.
style.
And that's what this idiot does. He goes, we haven't paid enough rake.
Yeah, I was confused why someone did that or why someone didn't go all in one time, and I was like thinking about it for like a while, and then I realized the rake because
Yeah.
Oh
If
yeah, I
rake-
forget about that
issue.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Even
if-
with like nutted hands versus even if you like it was like a nutted hand and you just like knew the only thing the other person was going to call with was the chop, like you don't want to raise a lot of times.
You're just hoping they were paying attention.
All right, Carlo, this one is yours.
Okay.
You have Jack, Jack,
Mhm.
low Jack -1. What would you like to do?
Yeah, open.
Open. All right. Open to 2.5. You get raised.
Yes, I think it's a call.
Yep, me too. I think it's a call too. And the solver thinks, let's see, this was in the 2.5 world. So here we are.
Maybe against the button raise. Yes.
This is, look at how much it folds.
Indifferent.
Look at how much it folds. Jesus. Wow. There you go. Look at how much I fold. Never. All right, you got pocket jacks. What would you like to do?
Check.
Good. He bets at you. That's a third pot.
I would call.
Me too.
Check. Yeah.
He bets, he sizes up.
Uh, Maybe I would fold.
Okay. You're indifferent here. Yep. I'm with you. Calls and folds. I did the fold. And he has ace king without a
Oh,
heart. Right. Since we are here, let's see how often we fold the jacks there. So folds to him there. And now. Oh, I can't play post flop with this? Oh, it doesn't have a post flop version. All right. So with a slight, oh no, we can do this 8-handed. We're good. We raise, we get 3-bet. The sizes are a little bit off of what we had, but that's what happened. Oh, you can't solve the 8 max. Can only solve the 6. That seems wrong. Raise. Now the positions are a little different. And the board is king 3 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, queen 3 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, check range. GTO wizard in this doesn't fold near as much here, but it was also one seat later in the wizard than we actually were. We check. He bets. We call. The turn is the innocuous 4 of clubs. We check. He sizes up to 20, which he doesn't have. So if we go, well, let's look at the two of them. At 14, the jacks become indifferent. And at the bigger size, the jacks become more indifferent. So yeah, totally reasonable. Just, it happened that way. All right, Louis is on a plane. Oh, we got to show them. Here we go. Louis is on a plane. Queen jack suited is a mix from this early. So he can open it or not. It is not a pure open. 9-handed, but he does open it. Having opened it, this queen jack suited here should fold. He's not going to. I think he's going to call, but he should fold. He 3-bets. This is a good motion 3-bet. This hand is not good enough to 3-bet. To show you the GTO wizard range there. This is this guy's, and there's his queen jack suited opening some of the time only. Then our new friend here is in the low jack, and the low jack's response to this is going to have all of these raising into at some frequency. Your ace 10 and up and your king 10 and up. The queen jack doesn't come in yet, I don't think, in the low jack. I think it's just this. And then this smattering here just moves around. So here's your low jack range. Yep. Lots of this, some of this, and this. That's the correct 3-bet range.
So,
Yeah. Having done it though,
I did not realize.
this ace queen should fold. Fold, fold, fold. He does. I should fold. This queen jack suited facing the raise should fold. but he won't. When he gets raised, back on him, he has his queen jack suited, and it is a fold.
Dang.
But the other ones, the other suited connectors, here call. So the fact that king queen suited does some calling and all these do, this mistake can't be that big a mistake in the real world because the real world isn't specified. So
Yeah.
he makes this mistake. No, he goes ham. And king jack and king 10 do.
Is it upper all in? Oh, okay.
And they're not extra deep. And this guy with his queen jack suited, which he shouldn't have, should fold, but he's not going to. Against this raise, back on him, you don't fold the suited connectors you did this with. But if you're folding ace queen suited and king queen suited, you sure as hell are folding queen jack suited. You don't fold these because these are two live cards against his range. These are dominated against his range. And he does fold. All right. Daniel.
Oh. Yeah, I think I made 4 mistakes. Not
Here we go. You have 8-6 off. You're not playing it. You opened with, this is your hand. You opened with 10-10.
Okay.
Right.
I think I
And you
saw
got
some
called
colors. but-
in the big blind.
Okay. I would just see bet for like 2 or 3.
Okay. Now ignore your hand for a second and tell me what you think the most common size is on an ace 10-4 two-tone board, hijack versus big blind. What do you think our bet size is across our range mostly?
I think it might be like half pot
I'm
to
gonna-
like full pot, or wait, like half pot's 75% is what I would guess.
I'm going to predict that it's the 60% bet most often. So it's about 4 big blind, about 4 big blinds most often. We'll see if that's true when we go look at it. Our particular hand can't be wrong. He bets small. He goes half pot.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
And
remember
he
the
calls.
suits, but I don't know
Yeah.
if we had the. I don't think we had the red one.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't think we had ours.
We'll look again.
Okay, it's fine. I'll just.
Check bet call. Check.
I would I would keep betting. I would probably bet like a, a lot bigger. I mean they have good. I mean 2, 3, 7, 8. I think 7, 8 calls. A lot of hearts. So I would I don't know. I feel like I would just bet like 8 or more. I
Can
don't
I
know. I'm not
sell
good.
Can I sell you on 16?
What is it? Sorry.
Can I sell you a bet? Can I sell you on a bet of 16 here? You said you wanted to
Ye-
bet large.
yeah.
And I'm saying, can I sell you an overbet here?
Yeah, I just think I need to learn over. I know there's like a lot of overbet spots. I'm just so not used to seeing it and then not used to doing it. I really do think it is like I would believe this is an overbet spot if it is, yeah. Just
Yeah.
because of the draws, but I have no clue on
Right.
those
So
spots.
me either. The reason I want to sell an overbet here for this particular hand, I don't know what our range does, is when we bet small-ish, bet 3, we got some value from, gut shots and things like that aren't getting anything, and backdoor clubs and things. Lots of hands that are really not going to call any bets on the turn. So you could waste a bet of 3 or 4, some tiny bet on the turn to try to keep those in, but you're just not getting anywhere near enough value against his aces. And I don't think you're charging his flush draws enough. If you go 16, I think a lot of his aces call still. And if he folds flush to 16, fine, a flush has lots of outs. And if he doesn't fold a flush, great, a flush paid the maximum. So that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
right? He
like one thing I could think of is
does your
inducing a
place play.
check raise. Yeah, yeah, this is probably what I would do.
That's what he does, and he gets the call. And now the flush comes in.
And here, if no, okay, well if they didn't donk jam, they do get a 2-5. They have 2-5, but I would probably bet small. Like I mean, I guess you could check here if you have no hearts, but I really think you should they would.
Let's
I
see
mean,
if we have,
depending on the stakes, I think they would donk jam.
We
So
have
I
the
would
heart.
just
we have the heart.
I would bet. Yeah, I would have bet like 10 or 5 if I'm trying to really induce like something like that. Probably 10.
Good enough. Now, if you bet 5 and he raises you, are you folding?
It depends. Probably not. Definitely. I mean, with the heart, I don't think so. But because that's what I was trying. If I was trying to, if I had like an induce size river bet, I would probably call. Unless if they just jammed, I would. I still think I would call,
Okay.
but because I really don't think they would check on the river unless unless they're that capable.
Gotcha. So let me give you one rule of thumb here. This is what we call the Matt Affleck rule, and it's very simple. On the river, in position, the smallest bet you make is half pot.
Smallest bet you make would have
On river, in position. And the reason is that when you're betting for value, you're reopening the action, and sometimes you're going to get check raised and blown off your equity, and sometimes you're going to get check raised and call and lose, top of their range. So therefore, if you bet only 5 or 6, you reopen the action, so you get the cost of reopening the action, but over time you don't get enough value because they call you, all the hands they call you with, you only got 5 chips. You need to make more money on this play for it to be profitable over time. That's the Matt Affleck rule. Now, the hungry horse rule is completely different. The hungry horse rule is that he has, that his aces here will call only a small bet because the flush came in. So make that small bet. The hungry horse rule is maximally exploitive, and if you get raised, you fold even a set. That's okay. So those are just 2 rules of thumb to keep in your head. Our guy goes pot.
Pot, yeah. Pot is
right. So now
I think it's just I feel like you're just getting called by. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on the player, but for the most part, I would say you're mostly just trying to.
So here we go. So we've got a hijack. So we'll go back to the beginning of this.
Like maybe 2 pairs call you. I don't know.
Right. We have a hijack raise. We have a big blind call, which, by the way, note that his call was the ace queen against the hijack. This is an uncommon.
Yeah.
This is not, this is not. Oh no, it still is. I thought by the time you get to the hijack, I guess it doesn't come back in until the cutoff. At the cutoff, you raise him with the ace queen, right? No, these guys are doing a ton of it. Big blind.
Is this 9 max or 6 max? But if it was
6 max. So he raises. We call. Flop of ace 4 of hearts, 10 of clubs.
I guess it wouldn't really make it. Maybe maybe it won't make a difference if it was. 9%.
So pure check in poker in the peak GTO. That's fine. Pocket 10s, always betting. Note the size of our range. Our range likes to go bigger.
Okay.
And that was the thing I'm pointing out. 2 Broadway against the big blind from the hijack. 2 Broadway is a big bet board. So you just start with that and then go from there. And if you simplify this to no small bets, you'll be fine. You'll be a better player.
I mean, it does a pot size to 2%. That's interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of pot size, but I mean, that's the amount of pot size. So
I mean, I thought it was gonna be like
I mean, it does all in that much. Don't bother to learn it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be closer to but okay.
So we bet the bigger size. His ace queen calls. Now, on the turn, which is the 9 of spades, check range. And now, do we have overbets? 10-10.
Oh yeah.
All overbets.
That's wild.
All right. Now the strategy is all over bets. Look at that. This I
miss-
didn't know.
I'm missing a lot of value. I feel like in these
Lot
spots.
and bigger.
Dude. Yeah, man.
And the way to say it is the exact thing I said before, which is of the hands that can afford to bet here on the turn, because you notice ace queen and ace jack don't bet. You're doing your best top pair only, and your two pair in the value range. And
Yeah. I think maybe because I always think like big blind has like a weak range that I always want to try to size smaller to get
Right.
them in, but actually they have a after the flop, they actually already
Right.
get filtered to like a stronger range.
You got all the way to the story to tell yourself, I think, is
Mm,
on the flop, I got value from all of the weak hands that had to hang on. On the turn,
Mhm.
only one card to come, they all fold anyway. So let's get
Yeah.
value from the other part of the range. And in this one, it started big. If you did a small bet to start with and got this board, your bet size now, because they are way more filtered, he checks. Now your bet sizes are not as big because
Yeah.
he still has more of that, now you go all across this range here, but the one that goes most is only 3.3, is small. Because you've kept all his small things in, and so you want to get more value from them.
Yeah. That's a lot of I feel like yeah, seeing this
Okay.
I'm like, man, it's a
Yeah.
lot of EV. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm missing.
But let's play it right. Just let's train ourselves to play it right. Oh, this is the flop. Sorry, I did that wrong. 10-10. Yeah, there's 10-10 on the flop. So,
It was
oh, did I get to the turn? I did this wrong. I'm sorry.
no, you did 3.3 here.
Yeah, we bet 3 point. We bet the
Yeah.
3.3. It's when we
Because they did
there's
six.
10-10.
Did they do? Yeah, let's just do the most common.
Yeah, we
ones.
want to bet that all the time. Okay, so we bet 3.3. They get the 9 of spades. They call.
Mm.
We get the 9 of spades. They check. We overbet.
To the wait.
They call
Wait. You went back to the flop.
oh, yeah, yuck. Sorry. They call. There. They call. Now we go to the 9 of spades. 9 of spades. They check.
And then,
We bet our tens and we overbet
yeah,
them.
yeah. This is the one with all the. That's wild.
Yeah. We're gonna do the 18.
And
They
then-
call with the ace king. They start folding better aces. They already start
and then-
folding aces, but he doesn't. He calls. And now you get the 3 of hearts.
So if it completed, yeah, okay.
You never have the ace of hearts. That's really important. You do have the king 10 of hearts here. Queens, you have all these draws.
Oh, I
And
forgot they
yeah,
only.
our pack of tens. Absolutely. 29. This guy,
Oh, he drilled it.
he nailed it. He did great.
29. Wow.
And then now when the ace queen gives up,
And if they jam, if
and
they
you
jam, you still call
only call with a
probably.
heart. You only call with a heart. Ace king, you only call with a heart against that.
Oh, as big blind. What if big blind jams? What if big blind like raises? What would? Yeah, 10.
And 10
It's like
unhappy.
all the ranges disappeared. But yeah.
Yep. Everything else, everybody folds except for that. These numbers here, these guys, you're just
The
never dealing.
flushes.
These
Yeah.
the flushes, but you just never have them because this is your actual thing.
Wow, 10-10 was the only hand that
Got here this way.
yeah.
And because it's the only hand that got here this way, you can fold it sometimes. All right. Dean.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
But we're playing.
We're playing.
Call.
Okay.
Check call.
Check, check.
Hmm. Check.
Check, check.
Nice.
What's the river gonna be?
Club, please.
It's gonna be the 10. It's gonna be a 10 of diamonds or something like that.
Good.
There's our clubs. All right.
We have the ace, so I hope it was the 10.
Yeah, here we go.
It just went check, check the whole way through.
He's just got,
Oh man, he's got garbage too. Be funny like a one big blind bet or something.
yeah, that's what it needs to be. It needs to be one. This is dumb.
Just to get him to spaz out, hopefully, and call anything they have, like eights or whatever. Ace three.
Yeah, there's no way to get money from this guy.
No.
There's no way to get money from this guy ever. Okay. But that was the thing here. What I should have seen is against the one liner, he can't raise anything that isn't clubs here. And he can barely call anything. So I got to check to let him try to take it away when he has nothing, or bet one. This is so ambitious. It's just never going to work.
Make it look like a bluff, I guess, or maybe it's too strong.
Yeah, I mean, maybe make it look like a bluff. Right. His position was, villain was the low jack, I believe. No, villain is hijack. All right. So here we go. I think we're in the right place. Hijack raises, we call. Flop is queen nine of diamonds, jack of clubs. We check range. He checks behind, which he never does. That's the other weird thing, is he just never does this.
Super.
Sure. Then we
capped,
get
I guess.
the king of clubs.
This was like check call.
And now after this, we can get lots of bets. But our ace nine of clubs doesn't do it. But lots of bets here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we check. He checks. And the miracle deuce of clubs on the river. Deuce of clubs. We mostly check and give him a chance to bluff it. And when we bet
1 point. Does that say 1.4?
yeah, we bet the smallest we can.
It's basically
Yeah.
a check, same difference.
Check, yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that was solver approved.
it is barely. I mean, it's barely. And then this size. Yeah, look at all the 1.4s.
Interesting. Check. I
But
guess
we
that
check,
makes sense.
we check
though.
all our
Check.
flushes. Let's see.
Because I guess they have to bet there. I mean, I don't think ace should check back on this board. But
Here's a flush we bet. We bet the ace queen flush. And we bet we bet the ace queen flush. Weird. And no other of our ace high flushes do we bet. Our next
Yeah.
biggest flush is a 10 high flush, and the 10 high flushes all bet. Ace high flushes all check except for ace queen. 10 high flushes all bet. And I have a suspicion as to why. Which is when you have the ace high, he can still have a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Here, since he doesn't have a 10, he doesn't have a straight to call. He doesn't have a straight
Check
to
a
call.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
makes sense. Yeah.
these guys love a 10 to bet. these guys, he doesn't have a 10 to bet, so he's not going to take the 10 out that much.
Kind of the same with ace queen too, right? Where if we block his like
Hmm.
two pairs and sets or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's right. We bet because he can never, because he can't have a queen. You know, how can he have a queen here ever?
I
any-
know.
But okay. All right. Next.
I gotta take the dog out. I'll be right back.
All right. This is Carlo. What would you like to do with ace queen here?
Open.
Good idea. All right. What would you like to do with jack queen to a super early open, but that is only 2 big blinds?
Oh. Oh. I think I call. But I could imagine to free bet it.
Ooh, that'd be something. Let's see. So-
But uh, it's a pure call, I think. Yeah, yes,
Right. So
only call and
right.
maybe not.
Yeah. So we're at an 8-person table, which means that the raise came here. If it was 2.5 big blinds, an extra half a big blind, your queen jack off would just fold, just fold.
Just for
Okay. Now, at only 2 big blinds, we can't get as early. We just don't have that range there. But against a 2 big blind from the low jack, we do not fold this stuff. What rake is this? Yep, NL50. So yeah, again, the difference between 2 and 2.5 and 2.
I'm on the 6 max ranges.
Yeah. Yeah, on a 6 max range, if you did.
But also I think the 6 max ranges is versus low jack is
Yeah. Yeah, because it's too earlier, so I wouldn't do it, but let's see. The other thing to look at here on 6 max, what was it I want to look at? Was okay, hold on. Here we go. We wanted to see from the big blind, we have all these calls. Oh, I know what I wanted to see. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's the same thing on the 2. We want to look at the 2.5 version of this and just see if it's the algorithm or actual thing. There we go. At 2.5.
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Always a
6 max
call, okay.
versus 9 max.
Queen.
There's some different assumptions in there.
Queen is
Still a
the
good
line.
fold. And then 2.25 to do all that go away. Does all that go away? 2.25. Raise and the big blind. Yeah, it's just sensitive to it. All right. So I would say that this is a better fold than a call because this is all the way back here. You know, it's 2 before the low jack. But if the low jack is a call all the way down to queen 10, sure, he calls. Check. You've got ace queen. What would you like to do?
I would bet
I would bet also. And
on a
let's,
2/3 side.
yep, I like it because it's an ace jack board. Yep. So he bets smaller than he needs to. You have second pair and a backdoor straight draw.
For the small, I would call.
Yep. Yep. You just haven't lost enough money yet.
Okay, then got shot.
Ace queen good enough to bet again?
No, I think no.
Okay.
Pot
So
control.
you're checking the ace queen here.
Check. Yeah.
Okay, he does. Do you want to bet second pair for value or turn second pair into a bluff?
Not on the river. I would have made it on a turn eventually.
All right, here we go. So you check, and now can ace queen go for value?
I don't know if GTO makes. I would take a third bet.
Okay, good. I would also, however, I would make it half pot. instead of-
Oh yes, you said before. The
And the
Matthew.
difference is only 1.25 big blinds. I mean, it's not a big difference, but I would do that. I would go all the way to
It's
four.
half pot, yes.
Yeah, and he just checked.
River bets half pot minimum, yes.
There we go. And he doesn't go for it. And in the world of peak, when this guy opens, oh, wait a minute, we can't solve the 8 max, I don't think. Let me make sure. I think none of the 8 max has solutions yet. Let's see, 8 max, we raise, big blind calls. Ah, we got one. Yay, it was just not that one, or it was just being weird. Okay,
Oh, maybe it was a three-way.
it wasn't.
Before.
It wasn't, I don't know. Spade, heart, club. Ace of spades, jack of hearts, 8 of clubs. Okay, check range. Our bet size on this board does both sizes. So this is a board where you can big bet, but it both sizes, and all across the range, everybody takes both sizes. Your weak aces take the small size. Your set takes the big size more. But all your aces take all the sizes. So he went halfway between the two. He went 3.3. So let's take our specific ace jack hand. I'm sorry, we have ace jack, right? Yeah, ace queen. Ace queen of club diamond. Let's take the specific one. Ace queen of club diamond does the smaller bet more. So we'll take that. Queen jack. Doesn't fold yet. Has not lost enough money. Call. We get the 10, I believe. Oh no, the 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts. Continue to check range. Ace queen does very little checking back here. Some. Ace king does more. Surprisingly. But he does the check back. And now the river is an innocuous 4 of spades. On the 4 of spades and the check, we start betting the jack for value. We bluff a king queen. But he checks. And now our ace jack that we are here with, I'm sorry, ace queen has to bet. No, look at all the checking. Wow. You check with a heart.
That's weird.
And you check with club spade, but I'm not going to bother with that. You check with a heart because on his, why do you check with a heart? What do you care? It went check on the turn. What do you care? All right. Anybody got any ideas what's going on here?
Why it bluffs with the heart?
We're not bluffing.
Or not bluff.
Yeah. We're wimping out.
Wait.
In position. We're not betting ace queen.
It did What about queen of
Notice
spades?
it doesn't
Is it
bet.
in there?
No other single paired ace bets except for ace king. Ace queen is the mix. Ace jack is two pair. Ace 10, and then starting at ace 10, you do not raise. You don't bet.
I have one idea, but it's
Ready?
I think if you were gonna bluff, you would use the hearts, or you would not want to block the hearts. So that means if you were gonna do the opposite, you would want to have hearts to get called by their bluff catching no hearts. But I don't know.
All right. 6-5 always bluffs. Bottom of the range just bluffs.
So they would have to have that means they're so when you do that bet size, do they call with no they call with the heart, I'm guessing.
King 10 bluffs.
Like I would do that. I would do the 5.2% and then see if they call with more hearts or less.
We bet 5.2.
And then see if they call with the I mean this one is raised
Oh, we
with
do go.
the
Oh, let's go
heart.
back to
Oh
one.
no, the two pairs.
Let's go back one thing here and note that when we bet here, note our general sizing. It doesn't even give you the option of betting less than 50%. It just says
Okay.
betting 50% is such a bad idea. I'm not going to even let you try. So you bet
I see.
50%. And he comes in here,
And then the calling
value, 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 value.
I just want to see if it calls more
Value.
with the hearts for the offsuit, like ace queen
There's your
offsuit.
bluff. Your bluff is here, and it is, you don't even get, you can't get, you don't have a heart. Yeah. 10-9 is a bluff. Can't have 10-9 of hearts.
What about the ace queen off?
It,
Or is that the
okay, let's see. When he's got the,
so he also picks the hearts to call?
that doesn't help. Nothing helps. I don't know. Okay. And up next is, I think that was Carlo, right? Yep, that was Carlo. So up next is gonna be me, and since I'm not in the hand, we'll do this. 9-9 can open. 9-9 can also, by the way, fold here perfectly reasonably this early. You don't have to open 9-9 here. He limps it. All right. Screw that guy. Let's go to 4.5. Okay, fine. Let's limp. King 3 suited. Let's not limp. Ace queen. Let's ISO. Come on, ace queen. Big ISO. Let's go to 4, 5, 6. Let's go to 6 at least. 6 or 7. No, not big enough. Fold, call. No, no, you fool. Call. Now call. Oh, now you decide to go big.
Oh, they were trapping.
Trapping there. Can ace queen against a second hand limp continue here? Out of position with 2 players to play. If you call, you induce these. You don't want to go multi-way out of position with this ace. I think ace queen has to fold here. Or that.
Ooh,
That's good too. I like that too. The problem with this is you
it's
only get
strong.
worse hands to, you're only getting worse hands to fold, right? Well, I mean, I guess he could have some pocket pairs that leave
Maybe like
eight of nines.
maybe like 50, 40, or 40 maybe.
Good for him.
The king queen suited, other than the limp, I was like, they're all out of position, so it's actually kind of nice if
Yeah, oh, you mean you like the raise here, or you want?
yeah, 400, the king queen suited. I was like, I kind of like the race because they're all out of position, but then I don't know how you would end up there.
So does king queen suited play well in position in a multi-way pot?
uh, well,
Is that, I mean, is that a good
Pro-
hand to have in a multi-way pot?
Probably, probably not. Maybe like.
I
I
think it,
mean, it's
it,
you said
it,
it
it's
is.
a good implied odds hand. So it, it doesn't make the nut flush, but it makes nutty flushes. Second nut. And,
It's
when you
definitely
hit your
better
king
than
and your
there.
queen, you're often the best hand. And you've got straight possibilities. So this hand doesn't hate seeing a flop multi-way. That's what I mean. If he has ace queen offsuit or ace jack offsuit somehow here, he really doesn't want to see a flop multi-way, even in position. Because he's easily Yeah, I mean, you're kind of dominated by this range. Anyway,
No, that makes sense. I was
it's
thinking
hard.
Jack 10, Queen Jack, King Queen. Actually, yeah. I mean, definitely better than their hands.
Yeah. And I certainly wouldn't have, I mean, I would have raised him right off. So,
Yeah.
but I love this. I don't know if it's correct. We don't have
The
that kind of solver, but I love he did it.
I mean, what do you do to someone who lip raises? It just feels like it's either it feels so polarized.
Yeah, it's supposed to, I mean, it's supposed to be aces and weird ace kings.
Yeah.
And you play badly against aces, weird ace kings with ace queen. So the fact that he, what this range should be, which it shouldn't, should is a weird word. The the range that you think that you see here a lot doesn't play well against, but he didn't say he didn't believe that's what the guy had. Now, looking at the guy's play, we only have 10 hands on him, but he's played one hand and he raised it. That's the only thing he did. I don't know what he sees here.
No, Scotty,
Hey, Mike.
this is back raise Betty.
Okay, tell me what back raise Betty makes. How we know this is back raise Betty? What do we see?
It's the exact raise size. It is, I mean, we only have 10 hands and he had, typically if we were to like continue with this table,
Yeah.
his stats would go up pretty significantly. He'd be sitting in the upper 20s,
Right.
pre-flop raise and VPIP. But this is exact MO. It's the exact sizing that he uses. This is back raise Betty. I could have predicted this.
Good job. All right.
Yeah.
And then to back raise Betty, what do you want to do with the ace queen?
I've pretty much been exploiting. So I think I've talked about this early in other sessions. When it was at 50 NL,
Mhm.
his back raising range included a lot of trash.
Gotcha.
And I was basically jamming any two cards that I had when I ISO'd.
Any two isolable cards, and he just folds his back raise.
And he folded everything. He never had a premium.
All right.
Never ever had a premium. I have all these I have like 80 hands of back raise Betty.
So you
Mark.
back raised better.
Now, once I moved up into the 100 NL ranks,
Mhm.
this player, again, I don't know if this is I don't think this is a single player. I think it's like a stable or, like an MDA type of stable that's doing this because it's very successful. Like I say he, this class of player that does this, it seems to work like a lot. But when I moved up to 100 NL, I've noticed that the range has gotten significantly better. I've still never seen aces or kings.
Okay.
Ace queen, king queen suited, king nine suited, lower pocket pairs like nines and eights. And then the occasional trashy stuff like ace six off and stuff like that. I've
Okay.
continued to sort of exploit by just jamming everything. So we'll see if that continues.
That is great to know. All right. You have Mike, you have ace nine suited in the big blind.
What are we doing? Are we doing just normal stuff?
Yep, just normal stuff. These are just hands that I found interesting.
Okay. Ace nine suited here, early position, short stack over there. Actually broken stack in both spots.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna squeeze. I'm just gonna call. Might not even be with these short stacks. Should we be calling? Yeah, I suppose we should be. Um, so we should go check. See what happens.
Checks around.
Okay. I'd value bet small here.
I value bet bigger. I don't know why I did.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yep. Okay, so he calls. So what is his range when he calls here?
Or he can have any naked diamond.
Right?
Could have a worse 9. He could have 4x. Some combo draws, straight
Yeah.
/ flush draws.
Right.
That's what I'm considering. He could slow play a queen, sure. I highly doubt it though.
No.
Discounting
No.
that heavily.
But he does have pocket tens and pocket jacks.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's what I think he has. I mean, I don't mean he has those cards. I mean, I think that the range we just described, I think is his range.
Yeah, within his range for sure. And then so versus this type of player here, I would block.
Okay,
I would block like B33. I'd go with 7.
nice. I'm gonna check call, I expect, knowing me. No, I don't. I just
Oh.
go for, I just turn my hand into a bluff.
So what would you expect to get called by here? A worse 9?
Well, I
10
expect,
9, Jack 9,
I think I can get a nine. I think I can get some nines to fold with this.
4x. Yeah, you don't want 9s to fold.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Pocket. I love pocket players,
And
I guess. No, actually, never mind.
now you're just, I don't know, you're kind of I don't know if you're screwed. You just have to call 13.
Yeah, I didn't even do it. That's why my sizing is so bad.
15%.
Yep.
Oh wow, they hit the.
Yeah, they hit the straight.
Well, that's a good fold though.
Yeah. But yeah, my sizing is messed up. Yeah, so that's what he's got, the combo draw. Now, if I bet the right size here, like 7, and he jams for the rest, then it's an easy fold. So
Yeah, I
I
would fold too.
I forced myself into making a ridiculous fold that was correct. I shouldn't have done that. All right.
Yeah, it would suck if he got here if he had like 8 9 in counterfeited and he didn't, he doesn't realize it or something.
Yeah. Yep. That would suck.
Yeah, I would have bet in the. I feel like I would have bet in their spot as on the flop, but yeah.
All right, there we go. So those is all of that set of hands. So I'm gonna stop sharing.
Hey,
And
how about jamming pre? Dean's thinking jamming that hand pre versus those short stacks. I was
do you have
I
a short?
was thinking
Yep.
about that, although the only problem I had was that first raise came from very early position.
Yeah. Do you want to look in the short stack ranges? You've got it. You got short stack pre,
Me?
right? Yeah. I don't. I think you have access to that.
I think I do. But what do you guys think without looking at the Sims? You
Ace
think ace
nine
nine suited?
suited. I think it's a call, short stacked. That's what I think.
And why don't we like a jam? Like me personally, I didn't like a jam either, just because of that early range, that early
Mm-hmm.
open.
Like if everyone was 20 big blinds or like
Yeah, the both players that
difference.
were in the hand at that point were both broken stacks. One had 20-ish, one had 30-ish.
Oh yeah, and then went for big blinds
Yeah.
and then call.
Yeah.
And the earlier position had the shorter stack, I think, right?
Maybe it's fine. I mean, like maybe lower
I'll bring it up.
pocket
I'll go look at it. Let me bring up the actual guy.
or like low offsuit ace,
Okay. That was
and
the
then call with the 9 suited up aces.
here's the ace 9 hand.
So I don't have, this would only be pre-flop 6 max. So the earliest position would be
Yeah.
low jack. That was earlier than low jack.
Yep, yep, bring it up, show it on screen.
And then the call came from,
Call came from the cutoff, which by the way, should never have been called with 10 jack offsuit. That's like so far out of range. But he does have jack 10 suited. We just
so
fold.
here is
We just
the
fold.
big blind with the ace nine suit. Yeah, I thought it might be like kind of iffy to even call there.
Yeah.
Now this is 30 big blinds, right? So this
Right.
guy had 30-ish. This guy had 20-ish.
This guy had 40. It was 40 and 20. The opener had call it 25, and the other guy had 40. So
Oh,
effect,
so the shorter stack was here.
yeah, he had 25.
Oh,
So
okay.
40.
Well, I would be more concerned about that shorter
Okay, let's look at both
stack
ways.
here.
Yeah, okay. So he
Let's see
opens,
let's see if making it shorter helps us. It does. It does help us.
right, but we raise it.
Yeah, we jam it.
We jam it. Okay, now let's take a look at, let's go to 40.
I
That's
mean,
where
if
we
you
were.
think
I was at 40.
Oh, no, you were at
calling
30.
it Jack 10.
No, you were at 30. Now we're at
Oh, was
40.
I?
Yep, just fold.
But again, this is the low jack as opposed to like if we were 9.
Right, which makes it even more of a fold.
Yeah, because that under the gun range is going to be tighter.
Yeah. Well, this is also different because this is a raise to 2, not 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me share screen. All right, so that was Mike, I think, who did that hand.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we've got Dean.
All right.
This is interesting, yeah. Button to 2.2.
Such a small raise.
Yeah. Is this?
Could three bet it, right?
Yeah, let's see. Is there any chance?
Hold out the bottom of their opening range.
Hijack at 2.25.
Yeah. King 8 won't be here.
No, I don't know. What do I think of? What am I thinking here? King 8's got a raise on it.
Little sliver.
Little sliver. Let's see. Is there something in his stats? No, there's no reason.
Are you flatted? So I'm guessing you're targeting somebody in the blinds. You're
big blind. Yeah, he has a wide V pip.
Yeah,
And he has a bunch of chips. Maybe he already doubled off you and you're mad.
could be.
a tilt call.
Yeah.
Well, there's also that.
And then you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it could be. It could be that. But yeah, I think that's a bad call. All right. So he checks. What do you want to do, Dean?
Bet.
What's that?
Pretty big too. I don't know. I feel. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I think in theory, this is where you get to start blasting away with a lot of your range.
Mm-hmm.
When he checks a board that he should be range betting, and it gets to you back in position, I think you're going to see like really big overbets here. It's B75 minimum.
All right, we're gonna look at that.
And then we cry.
Yeah.
Not firing now.
Not firing now. We have the best.
No.
We have the best
Yeah.
hand. He has nothing.
Can we get a queen to call? Hmm. Hmm. Just bet pot or something? I don't know. Maybe less, like half pot.
So I think Hungry Horse bets, two big blinds here, one big blind. I mean, really small, Hungry Horse. And I think that Matt Affleck bets half pot here.
Yeah, if we had like still shitty spades, if we
Yeah.
had like the 10 jack of spade or like 9-10 of spades or something.
Oh my God. What a hilarious card.
That is hilarious.
We could have gotten away in this one case. We could have gotten away for, we could have bet 8.5 big blinds and gotten called
I feel
after we
like-
go check, check.
Can
we
they?
bet. All right, let's take a look at this.
Okay, I
Mike's.
put it in while you were going.
Okay, yep, ready.
Let's go back to the button. We don't have king 8 in this sim.
No, we don't.
Um,
We have other kings. King 9 is,
yeah.
king 10, king 6, king
Yep.
6.
So when it does like I said, it gets to hijack. This is a classic bet range board here.
Right.
And when they check, I think, like I said, I think we get some really big bets. No, I guess not. I thought we were going to get to bet. Our King X does have the B75s.
Yep. And it also has the smallest bet possible.
Yep, it has a small, any of them.
Yeah.
So you did the small one, right?
Tiny.
Even tinier than this, right?
Yep. Yeah, I went insultingly small.
Excuse me. I'm go normal size here, or call all his pairs.
Yep.
Ace of,
Ace of I hate life, diamonds.
he's, oh, he comes in and starts range betting almost.
Mm-hmm.
Range donking, a range, this would be a donk,
Yeah.
I suppose, right?
Yeah.
He checks, and what did you do?
I checked behind.
You checked, yeah.
Look at
As
that.
you should, in
Range.
theory. 6 of,
6 of diamonds.
so he doesn't have a lot of the stuff because he should have donked it.
Yeah. So
So
let's
he
make
checks.
let's since at least he has sevens. Let's give him a 7. Let's
Yeah.
check that to the 7 of diamonds.
Oh, okay. And he checks it.
Good.
Okay. Checks, and then your king weak, none doesn't matter kicker. Just checks behind.
Checks behind. All the kings check behind except for the free king 10. And I bet. And the size is half pot, 60%. Yeah, okay. And the 7.
All his under pairs. Bluff
Opposite.
catches with queens. Queen high.
Yeah, but he doesn't bluff catch with the 7s. With the full house. That's funny.
Not with the queen jack as much. It's weird. Isn't it the same
You don't
value?
want to split with another queen.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess you want them to have a jack also.
You don't, you just don't want, you just want them to be bluffing. And you want them to be bluffing with a hand you can beat.
And then the queens block a lot of value, block a lot of his king X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
His king queen hands.
But that
That's
7-7
reach.
is just, well,
I think that's the last hand you want.
mm,
You're gonna call with it. Oh man. I think
okay.
I don't think they could have picked the worst hand to call with.
Mm.
Uh,
So, screen. That was
I guess
that was Daniel's hand, right? No, that was my hand. That was my hand.
I guess
Okay.
they actually have a full
Daniel's up.
house technically.
Daniel, I give you
Yeah.
ace 10 suited.
Okay. I three bet or fold. They're probably just
All right, good. You three better fold. Excellent.
yeah. I'll just
Excellent
I
choice.
could three bet, no problem.
Weird cold call.
Yeah, you see, yeah, it could be pretty strong.
And it didn't bring in this guy. Usually it brings in villain 409.
Oh, yeah, I think I should probably, yeah.
You check.
Yeah, it's a weird call. I guess they didn't want to get raised behind. I mean, I would probably, I think it's a check, but you could bet the flop like, I guess half the time. I guess if they're passive, I would bet like half pot.
So I would almost
get-
define them as, I would say if you have to lean them on a side of passive to aggressive, I would lean them to the passive side just because of the fact that they made this call.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually it feels kind of polarized. Yeah. Yeah, but I just because of the straight draw with the backdoor and then ace high, but they could really be calling with they could be calling with ace queen, ace jack, jacks, and
Yep.
I
And
think
call a
even
lot of hands.
queens. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, check. I guess check or like probably now I'm leading more on check, or you just do the usual.
Yeah.
Uh,
And one thing, when you called, when
half
you
pot.
said that they felt polarized, I think you cannot call with a polarized range because polarized is your very best hands and your and your worst, and bluffs. And I
Oh, I
don't
guess
think there exists a polarized calling range. I don't think, but okay. So
yeah, I meant like
I
what is
bet
it like
for-
merge where you can have the strong and your middle
yeah.
like
Their
essentially,
range in a sense is their range is compressed. They don't have crap
Yeah.
hands, but they don't have their best hands.
yeah.
So we bet and he calls. And so now we ask the question, what is their range? And on this ace, when they check, we now want to, we go, what range do we give them when they call the 3-bet and then call the small bet?
I mean, I feel like Jack is probably the worst made hand they have, and then
Right. And what do they have with the jack?
t-
What's their, when they have a jack here, what's the other card that they have the other cards they have most often?
like I mean, Jack 10, Jack Queen, Jack King, Jack 8, or
Yep,
Ace
I
Jack.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree. All the way is ace jack. I don't think you can rule ace
maybe
jack out of his
like,
range.
Jack 9 suited is probably the worst hand they could call, but I really don't think they would call a 3-bet like that.
Right. But the most
Jack
common
10.
ones, I agree,
Yeah.
are going to be
Yeah.
jack 10 in the suited range, jack
Yeah.
queen in the suited range, and then king jack and ace jack even offsuit if they're a bad player. And they're a bad player. They've got a V of 45 over 67.
Okay.
They're a bad player.
Yeah, I would lean towards probably checking if they're not raising their strong hands, if they're like playing really passive.
Yeah. I think the check is
Um,
good here. They also have some king 10, not a lot.
unless they're like just you know, calling station with like really bad hand. This, yeah, this would be.
River is the jack, and they check.
Oh man, I'm really tempted to bet here, but I think if they could still have, um, they could actually still have ace queen, but I feel like I'm leaning towards like a bet, but I don't mind just checking, just because I don't think it's.
All right. So if we
Yeah.
bet, are we bluffing or are we value betting? Let's start with that.
It would be a really thin. I mean, it would be a thin value bet
A
on
thin value
like
bet, right? We're not trying to get ace king and ace queen to fold here. That would be
yeah.
okay.
But I'm trying to think what like they'd have to be. I feel like they'd be kind of sticky call with queens here when a jack or an ace beats you, and then and I don't know if they would call ace X pre-flop, maybe like
We split
ace.
with all the ace X is the problem. So we're
Yeah.
trying to
So
get him off the chop.
it's
We're not
getting
going to bet big
really.
enough to get him off. We're not going to bet big enough to get him off a chop because we're trying to get value from king, queen, and queen 10.
I feel like it's so close in the pot's like pretty big that it would just. But if they are passive player and you don't see them, yeah,
They're
I don't know.
super
I would
passive.
just
45
um
and they raised
it-
once.
yeah, if they get here though with weaker hands, like if they're like sticky, then I would bet, but if not, then I would just check back.
Yeah. So I don't know why with that logic, I guess I just said you are so passive
Th-
that I'm safe to do this.
This is what I would do it without
Look
if
at
I
how passive.
wasn't.
My
Wow.
God. Look at how
This is
passive.
what I would do in the middle of the game though. Like here, like right now I have time to think, but I probably would have also, yeah,
Yeah.
done this. Just
Holy,
because like how can they check the jack?
holy shit. Yeah. I think the check back is better there. I think I should have really thought that I can get value from queen 10 and king queen.
It's
That's it.
I mean,
But it never occurred to
yeah.
me it never occurred to me that I would get called and be beaten. I would get raised and be beaten.
I mean, I
Right.
don't know how they don't raise there either. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I guess it makes sense for them not to raise, but just because it's a 3-bet.
The initial opening was 7-4 suited, by the way.
Yeah, ace jack actually, aces and kings. Yeah, I guess you could have all that. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
And then this king, this is just such a bad call, but at least we get to see what it is. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dean.
All right.
There's a poster. There's a limper.
You gonna overlimp?
Well, I'm not going to fold under any circumstances. It's
No.
over limp or ISO.
Mm-hmm.
And 419's range is complete garbage. 417 feels pretty damn capped. And 420 is capped as fuck.
Yeah.
But I have a hand that does not mind seeing flops.
Yep.
So we see the flop.
Not mad.
Not bad.
Check.
What you want? Check. Okay.
Yeah.
You get a one big blind bet and a call.
Call.
Yeah.
He's giving us priced us in.
He's priced us in, and we should consider check raising. We should think about it.
Yeah, if it was like queen 8-8, it would be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or multi-way check raise.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we should check raise, but we can certainly think about it. There's no way that we think, and this goes super short. We don't think that this guy just calls with a 7 and invites us in unless it's queen 7.
Or sevens.
Yeah, pocket 7s. So we just call.
Don't like that though.
Yep. Yeah, we could be overflushed.
We don't, yeah, exactly.
Mm.
But now we got the gutter of the straight, so we're not mad.
Yeah, and it checks around. Nobody's got a 7. Probably nobody's got a queen.
Hmm,
What to do?
I don't know, the people can still have queens being a little bit worried about a 7 still out there, you know, be somebody having a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I would still check though.
Would you consider bluffing into 3 players here?
I would consider it, but I feel like there's somebody who has a queen a lot of times.
Okay.
But I mean, just depending how I felt in the hand too.
Yeah. It's hard for us
The
to
other
get here.
4-1-4 is still sitting there, you know, like we gotta hope they have a better flush draw.
Yeah. It's so hard for us to get here with anything other than a queen or a flush draw. I mean, us, we
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
raised a 7 before this. If we had a pocket pair between the 7s and the queens,
yeah, we would have squeezed.
we squeeze a lot of them, but maybe not the 8s. Maybe we don't squeeze 8s.
We can still have an underpair, right?
Yeah, we could have an under pair, but all those are, all those are
Yeah.
are nothing. The 8s, I mean, the 8s at least are something. The 8s can beat an ace. So nope, I didn't do it. And then we get those, and of course we fold, and the hands are
Yeah, see,
king 4 called. Oh my. So
Gonna beat the ace high.
yeah, so
Or
starting with
the
this, when we look at this pre-flop,
100% VPIP.
limp. We said he was capped as hell. We didn't believe he was this bad. Pretty damn capped. So, taking the raise there, not the worst thing. We are totally live. This is
Yeah, if we raise there, I mean, it probably folds around, right? Queen 8 maybe.
the queen's gonna call
Yeah.
once.
No, I mean pre-flop.
Oh, pre-flop, yeah. The raise we considered doing was to 7. We probably get all the folds. Probably.
The king 4 guy probably still calls.
Yeah, the king 4 is with 2 players to come, the king 4 calls. And the ace figures out that with a call, he can't call. All right. This is Carlo.
Yeah.
You have ace 7 on the button, offsuit. What would you like to do?
Open.
Me too. You flopped nothing.
But still, I would still a small bet.
Okay.
See bet.
See bet small. I wonder if this board is if this board were rainbow, I think we would, when we see bet, we would see bet it big more often. Let's just take a look at that. We are on the button. So let's go to peak.
yes, scary
So,
board with a lot of
6
checkers.
max. Let's open on the button. Let's get called in the big blind, and let's look at 2 flops here. Jack, so it's 6-3 of diamonds, jack of clubs. Jack of clubs. He checks range, and our bet sizing usually is we mix between the 2 sizes. Straight up mix. So the board can do it. Now let's take this board and make the 3 of clubs. Or the 3 of anything, jack. 6-3. When he checks now, our sizing gets pushed into the big size. That was the thing that I wanted to learn from this hand was that. With a flush draw, half and half big and small. With this, twice as many big as small. Our particular hand, the ace 7 suited of of why do
It
you?
was it was offsuit, but
Off,
Oh.
off.
Oh, I was off. Anyway, I don't even have a suit. Okay, so let's change that to 6 of diamonds, 3 of jack of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds. So let's do the real one. Jack of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds. He checks, and with our ace 7 off suit, we do a lot of betting. And the hand, when you have none of the suit, which is what I have spade heart.
spade heart, yeah.
That's when you don't bet. But with any diamond, with the ace of diamonds, we bet. Just bet the ace of diamonds. And with the ace of clubs, bet. And then just check all the others would be a nice way to do this, to simplify this. So I check. And when you bet the ace, by the way, when you bet the ace, my combo, which is the one you wanted to do, you do bet it small. Spade heart never bets, but when it bets small. So bad instinct is good. I check. And now you get a 4. Ooh, you got a draw. What do you want to do, Carlo? He bet into you. You have a draw.
It's it's a gut shot and no, I can't. And the middle. Oh, is this a candidate for the race? Or is I
I
don't
don't know.
know. Oh, it
I called, but I don't know what I should do.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Diamonds come. He bets big. He overbets. We obviously have to fold now. We can't.
Yeah.
And he has balls of brass. That's what he has.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's why my instinct, why I asked on the turn if we shouldn't free bet him.
Yeah, if we would just raise him. Let's see. Let's see in GTO world. When it goes check.
I'm betting it's just a pure fold in GTO world. I
Right.
think you're going to need the ace of diamonds if you do
Okay.
anything,
All right, let's see. So
or maybe even the king of diamonds.
he comes out here and he bets, and his bet size is half pot.
I think it was like more like
Bigger. Oh, it's bigger. Right.
B75, B66.
Yeah, he bet 3.4, so we're gonna call it 3.3. The pot size is right.
Yeah, your
A7
gut shot continues.
A7 doesn't need anything.
Yes,
And
it was a big bet, and
yeah, and it's got some raises. You're right. It's a minority, but it does have some raises.
but I think if the bet is smaller, then you have more check raises.
Yeah. So here,
Not check raises,
more raises in position.
more raises.
And notice, by the way, it's the opposite on this one, because against the small bet, that's the small bet. Against the big bet, the raises go up. And a few folds come in. So you go a little more polar against it. And against the very big bet,
We'll look at the small bet first.
oh, the smallest of bets. I'm sorry, the smallest of bets, you're right. Against the smallest of bets, we do a lot of raising. It was the medium and then there. Yep. And you need the ace of hearts to do it. No, you love the ace of hearts, you don't love the ace of hearts, you don't. You love the ace of spades, you don't love the ace of spades.
You love the ace of diamonds.
You love the 7 of diamonds and the ace of diamonds. Why did I say this? No, you love diamonds. Ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds, ace of diamonds. Every diamond does it. Yeah. So the simplification here would be do all your ace of diamonds and half your 7 of diamonds or all your 7 of diamonds by your mood, and then call all the others, which is what we have, which is the call. So our call is right in this world. And then he saw it. 8 of diamonds comes. Eight of diamonds. And he has lots of bluffs. Yep. King 7 bluffs with or without a diamond. With a diamond, it's value. Without, it's not. Queen 7. The man is using RTA, I tell you. And his size, 8.3.
He went over bet.
He went over bet. He didn't need to. So he's not using RTA. He's just outplaying us.
There's over bets in that queen 7.
He did?
Uh-huh.
Queen 7 of spades?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. He does have some. Not the majority, though. Okay. Up next is, that was Dean, I think.
Carlos.
That was Carla. Okay, then up next is Mike, and this will be the last hand. And I will hide this. Because we're going to play it.
Very good. Okay. Oh, all right.
Okay.
2 calls. Look at the numbers on these villains are looking very fishy.
Yes.
Both of them.
Fishy, fishy. So they're calling wide.
Very loose and aggressive in the small blind and loose passive in the big blind.
Yep.
Broken stack. I assume it goes check, check.
Yep, it does.
And yeah, I'm just checking.
Yep.
This is a good enough hand to check too.
Okay. Good things can happen. They can also be bad. And the aggressive guy bets. Fold.
Yeah, call.
Yeah, just call.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh boy, he's aggressive enough, man. We could we could have a value beater here. Yeah, and against him, he's aggressive and wide.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hero call and lose a lot of the time.
Yeah, I did not hero call, and there's the reason for hero call. Yeah. That he has worse aces. And my kicker plays.
That's like a bluff. Yeah. Was it
Yep.
a bluff or or they didn't want you to bet?
That was a thin value bluff. It's strange because does he believe he gets better aces to fold here with that size a lot? I don't know. He did.
Well, maybe he thinks you're gonna call with what would you have? Jacks, maybe? Tens? I mean, your range is just yeah, I mean, you're not calling anything worse than an ace, really.
Yeah. It's a strange one in that you'd think if you were trying to get an ace to fold, you'd think you needed to be confident to bet bigger, to be confident that I fold my ace. Now I did fold my ace, so he's perfect. But in your thought process, you shouldn't feel great that 6 big blinds is going to fold an ace here. So is he betting to try not to get bluffed? Of his ace?
I mean, that's what I feel like.
I mean, if he is, he can just check call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn that.
Maybe he's afraid, maybe he is afraid that that when I bluff, my sizing is going to be such that it's going to be too expensive for him to check call. And I can't even, I don't have a queen here. Ever. But if I did. I'm not gonna raise him. With just a queen.
Really? I'd have queens here.
Just, you checked queens on the flop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll check some shitty queens here for sure.
Okay, you have a shitty queen here and then you call here. And then you get here. Are you gonna raise with a queen though?
It depends on what my side card is.
It's not a full house. It's all that matters. It's a king. You have a king. Are you gonna raise a queen here?
If I had king, queen of clubs,
No,
like,
you don't.
listen,
You don't have a king of clubs. I told you, you don't have a flush.
oh, okay, you're saying my side card is not a club.
Right, you don't, right.
Okay, yeah, no, then I would just be calling.
Right, that's what I meant, is he's not getting
Yeah.
raised by a queen here. So, I don't know. I don't know what his thought is. I don't know if he thinks he's bluffing or not. But if he's reviewing this with his group, he's gonna be very happy.
He's gonna get lambasted.
Oh,
It's like I knew they had a higher ace that I buffed them off of.
yeah.
They're gonna say good result, but that bet is a little fishy.
So what do you like from him? Do you like him to just just go into sort of a check and call a small bet mode and check and fold to a big bet?
Yeah, I think so. I think check call. I guess this is what? This is B50, right?
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's small enough that you do call with worse. Maybe it's small enough that you would call with some, weaker ace like what, ace five, ace four. I mean, ace three is counterfeited
No,
now.
those ace five and ace four are, there are no weaker aces. That's the,
Yeah.
yeah, that we split with all those aces. I mean, specifically ace six splits with all those aces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That line felt kind of strong, actually. Yeah, that there's a
yeah,
that
when he
turns
bets,
that
when he bets
river
here, I put him on,
club somewhere.
various aces, various flushes, and various flush draws. One card flushes, some of which may be, mainly queen, mainly ones that have, no, because he checked. He could have, yeah, he could have queen. He could have king 10 here. What's his offsuit? What's his offsuit range? Well, he has ace six, so that tells you it's huge. But what do we expect his offsuit range to be? Offsuit broadways.
King jack,
King jack,
ace
sure.
jack,
King jack, like that. So
king queen.
so he has some, so his bluffs include a club.
Pocket pairs.
His value includes various aces. And not a lot of queens. A bunch of queens that didn't bet the flop would be in check call mode here. So my question, so now when I look at this, all the clubs get there. I don't expect him to have a queen. So it's all the clubs get there. He has some aces.
Yeah.
And
Maybe weaker pocket pairs.
I don't see a lot of weaker pocket pairs betting here. Not without a club. Not without
Yeah,
a
with
club.
the club, yeah.
Yeah, not without a club. And then some nonsense, just complete and total nonsense that people sometimes have. I still think it's an okay fold. Just a weird one. Okay. Who's calling here? Let's do it that way.
I told you I was.
You were calling, good. Anybody else? Who's calling here? And who's raising?
With this hand?
Yes, with this exact hand. Who's raising?
Not me.
Not me.
I think I could fold here. I could think that they have yeah, I would probably just fold or flip a coin. I don't know.
Yeah. I think this AF of 3.5 should have
It's
is
just
also a really good cue. I think against this guy, fold all the time, and against this guy, a lot more calling than I did.
Yep.
And I didn't consider that in game, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I didn't think about his aggressiveness. Next time I will. All right. See y'all's tomorrow.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah.
Give me the screen real quick.
Yep.
I'll show you something before you close it out. If you have to go, let me know.
No,
I just
no,
want
no,
to
show it to me.
show you, since it's funny that I came in, I joined the call right when you were on that back raise Betty hand that I called.
Yes, yes.
That I call this person back raise Betty. Here is in my most recent 1,000 hands, all of these with the little tornado
Hmm.
are all back raise Betties.
Wow.
And there's probably 80, maybe like 70-ish hands
And
in
that
here.
was meaning they executed the back raise. They did it.
Yeah, they did it. And the filter I use is casts a little bit wider net. It will get like limp re-raises, like an under the gun limp and then a re-raise. So there's some of that in this results, but the ones with these little tornadoes
Yeah,
are all a back raise. In other words, they over limped
right,
and then came back
right,
and three bet somebody's ISO.
right. So so filter that, select that tag, select the the under no tag selected.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah. And select back raise Betty. So we only have the tornadoes. Okay. And this is your, and you playing against them. The fact that,
And this is, I think I'm involved in all of these. Yes, I did not check
right,
I think, I'm not sure.
yeah. So if you had folded every one of these, you still would have lost money. Wait a minute, are you, no, because we don't know where you were in each of these situations. Let's go,
39.
so tomorrow, let's go through the back raise Betties. Tomorrow, let's just go through these hands, a bunch of them.
And look at them.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, we could do that. It's such a unique situation. It's probably, I don't know if we want to waste energy on it. It's more like kind of an entertainment type thing. Because, I mean, how often does it happen, right? It doesn't happen very often. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you haven't seen it as much as I have. Because we
Right,
play the same stakes on the same site.
yeah, yeah, that's weird, that I haven't seen or haven't know, or that I just haven't noticed it, and,
If it's
give me,
our time of day, like maybe the player doesn't.
send me this, do this, send me the filter. Or,
Okay.
so take a picture of it. Okay, there we go. I'll just take a picture of that filter and I'll build it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I got it. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll filter my database for that tomorrow. And like that. All right. Bye all.